No. Wow, that's stupid. One second, let me fix that.
And the Moonlight Great Spear, you get +2 bonus attack damage rolls made with this magic weapon. What? In addition, while you are attuned to this weapon, you can release a magical burst in a 30-foot cone in front of you. Each creature in that area must take a dex saving throw equal to your proficiency bonus, plus your intelligence modifier, taking 4d6 damage on the failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Once you use this feature, you cannot use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Holy fuck. 2 bonus attack rolls?
Oh, it's... Alright, there we go. Did the flavor text update finally? There we go.
Oh. Ah. As the shield is a piece of Kronos' very being, it is only able to be used by those attuned to his will, bearing any of his relic body parts.
Alright. Yours is set up right now, Scrib. Right? You got the Blessed Bracers. Yep.
I got it all in
Sorry.
Roll20, at least.
Yeah, I also have it marked in here. Can you make sure everything in Roll20 is updated on here too, like health and shit? That way I can just make sure.
Ronnie, did you just get brass knuckles from God?
But yeah, that's actually a pretty apt description, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so...
The proficiency bonus isn't updating for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, I have to explain something to Jake. Jake, pop and split the party one.
Mason, am I proficient with a spear? Because...
Alright. You are not, but you are attuned to it automatically. Alright, so,
Yes.
your ability is... One second. Because
Are you
I couldn't...
talking, Mason? I can't hear you if you are. Okay, I think it's working now.
Can you hear me now? Alright, sweet. So, the ability you got is the one that I'm going to have to explain. Also, apart from everyone, because they still don't know... They're still, like, everyone's in the dark as to everyone else's status, but yours is the biggest, darkest. But, so...
Oh.
The blessing you get, Chasmodius' blessing, has, like, no direct stat effects, but... I don't remember if you remember what I told you it did. You are able... You're able to wield any godly weapon as if you were attuned and you were one of that god's chosen.
That sounds pretty freaking rad.
I'm typing it up right now. Oh my god, I just hit so many hotkeys by accident. Alright. There we go. Also have to give you your godly armor and your weapon, which I didn't have time to type up. Let's see, I split it up into two, because, so, if you want to hear what's busted, where is it? Items, okay. Did I put in the notes? There we go. So, Thomas's cloak. Saved. Alright, these should be getting updated in your inventory right now. All right, so that plus here. So right now your base armor should be like 15. There we go. All right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to mention. Nope, not really. I think we're all on the same page. Let's hop back in general. All right,
Shit, never mind.
Fuck you
I
call
just
it?
have to give you your great axe.
+2, you say?
That's the most demonic voice I've heard out of you.
What, me?
No, Ronnie.
Oh.
+2, you say?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Hey, by the way, hey Mason, since we're never gonna see him again, what happens to Rarg? Or what is
Rarg?
Rarg currently up to? Yeah.
He dead.
Yeah, I figured.
Who's Rarg?
Remember that Minotaur that joined us during the Grave Titan fight?
Oh. I thought you said you he went to hell or whatever.
Oh, he did, but he
Yeah.
died fighting.
Oh.
That's my ringtone. Sorry.
Well,
That
what
perfectly
timing on that
timed ringtone.
ringtone? I thought you were gonna like say he was like the Doom Slayer at the end of this campaign as like a write off.
Nah. I was going to, and then Lars failed out of boot camp, so I'm like, your character doesn't get a happy ending. Sorry, but like, he failed out at the very end, and I was fucking pissed to hear about that.
So I'm guessing he died surrounded like the idiot he was.
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck is it called? The Gauntlet, the Crucible, something like that?
No, he
So
passed the
what
Crucible.
happens-
No, he like legit passed the Crucible, failed the final fitness test, apparently.
Fit enough to do the
Do
Crucible,
you
then how
know-
are you not fit enough to do the final fitness test?
It was something. Yeah, exactly. We're all pretty sure he just got psyched out and meant and quit on
Oh.
himself.
Oh,
But
okay.
He what?
Essentially, he gave up. Or caved into pressure. So what happens to our Draconican friend that appeared once and then we never talked to?
Wasn't he in Seal during the attack?
Wait, are you talking about Antonio's or
No, we
You
all
don't
know
know-
Antonio died in a shopping mall for furniture and got crushed by a cabinet. That's our canon story. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh right, the furniture store.
dude, that's still up on my YouTube channel. When Deagle comes in and just wrecks house.
But no, we all, well, we're talking about like this.
Oh,
Robin Hood.
Ethan's character? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens with Ethan's character? He pops in. He doesn't really like what he did. Cannot be describing as much help, but he popped in, helped you guys out, and he just kind of kept floating across the world.
He didn't
Being-
help us at all, though. He just stole our provisions.
He actually did a good bit in that encounter, considering he took out 5 cultists.
Yeah, but I mean, we were actually
How do
just
I
toying with
equip
the
my new
cultist.
weapon?
Is the sad part.
I know. I should have honestly. The problem is you guys have such high armor values outside of Deagle, so he was kind of the pincushion. But
And it doesn't help that I can just turn into a big flying fuck off pteranodon that carried some of them away. Nor the fact that if Ronnie gets close to one, well, I mean, that's a one-hit KO, and not in the nice way.
But again, if I may ask, how do I equip my new weapon?
I'm writing up right now.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, it basically, I don't know how I should put this in a good way, Mason, but I know how I can put it in a horrible way. Essentially, it felt like when we were fighting cultists at any time, we were just murdering school children.
Oh yeah.
Is Malkith considered an undead?
No.
He's considered a god, or a godlike being, a divine being, something like that.
Oh well.
Also, Jake, did you know what creature you fought during that? Because I remember watching your battle.
A big ass golem from the pretty much is from Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I found a
He
big
fought the
Dark Souls
Black Iron.
repository. You
It-
fought the
it was-
Black Iron Golem. It was honestly still pretty dope.
It was dope, especially how you fucking finished him. Jesus Christ.
Did you call in the Iron Tarkus to help you?
No,
No,
he pissed off a
was
cliff.
The Iron Tarkus.
Well, he
You are
retreated
the
to
Iron
3 small bridges, and in the most barbarian smart move I've ever seen, he managed to trip it up, and as soon as it fell a little bit, because it was on like 3 small platforms, it wasn't able to really pull itself back up, and he knocked it over, and then realized that the boss arena wrapped around, and he essentially pissed it off, had it punch the ground, and had it fallen and had it get stuck in one of the holes, and then took its axe and just started wailing on it.
It's my axe now.
The best blow, though, had to be when he fucking jumped off and just slammed right back down upon it.
Yeah, you took so much damage. Not even gonna
It-
fucking lie, but it was worth it.
Yeah, it was
Oh my god.
broken, bloody, and bruised and battered, and it was fucking amazing in my opinion.
I hope Ronnie's fight went just as glorious as mine and Jake's.
Ronnie,
It was
Oh.
okay.
Ronnie got to fight his.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I robbed the battle from Scrib, but Ronnie killed the dude who kidnapped everyone.
Yeah, but like, how did you kill him, Ron? Was it just a punch out? Or
Well, kind of, yes, but I was also like throwing him up against like a trap that was it was
I'm
like
not-
a trial trap that was set up, and it like made the entire room covered with spikes and slowly coming in towards us. And he just so happened to be the one closer to the wall, so I just kept pushing him in. Oh, he
Oh.
also made like a stand ghost kind of that was weaker than him, so I kind of
Okay, I didn't know if you ever really figured out that that thing was. It had none of his bonuses, and they shared health. And I was wondering if you'd ever notice.
it sounds like he didn't need to notice, because it sounds like that dude got fucking skewered.
No, up until the point that they both got to about half health, it was even. Like they were doing about, I wouldn't want to say the same like number, but like percentage wise.
Okay, so you just. Why did I not realize until now that you just made a freaking stand man?
That wasn't even like the original intention until I'd already written it up. I'm like, this guy basically just has a stand. I'm like, that, I'm okay with that.
I
It's
want to
not
have
a very
stand.
good stand.
Yeah,
Ronnie
because
does want to have a stand. Wait a minute. Ronnie, you're a wind devotee, right? I can turn into a wind elemental.
Yeah,
You
anyway,
thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know what that would mean.
is there
I
is there
could
anyone whose
understand.
stuff I haven't put onto paper
Yeah.
yet?
So, I actually really loved Mason's boss concept, though.
Which one?
The one where we basically face our exact copies in terms of how we play. and how
Glass
it's-
cannon.
Wait,
Wait,
what was...
is that what all of the bosses were?
All
Yes.
of the bosses were essentially just what you guys are on steroids. Abate had a boss who had less health than him almost, but tore him up like no other.
Jesus, well, I mean, he had a fucking laser beam. This is D&D. I'm not playing Dark Souls. I don't have magical Estus. Nor do I have Witch Beatrice. Holy fuck, that was some fight. Still, I love what you did with the crystal pillars and the environment.
Yep. So, let me actually pull up my notes. I'm stupid. I closed out.
So,
of them for
Ronnie,
some
did
reason.
you watch either of our fights? Mine or Jake's?
Wait, you can watch them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have the VOD. Let me check. Cause if so, I'll send them to you.
they're on Twitch.
But don't watch them until after the session, because there's a lot of spoilers about everyone's characters in them.
Okay.
And
And about the main boss, if you watch mine.
or Deagles. You all got you all got a little bit of details.
Okay.
My details are a little bit worrying, though, Mason.
So, what did they? This is Scrape's voice, right? Kind
Yeah.
of like the
Yes, that is Scribb's voice.
bit of a low class ring to it.
Yep.
Yes.
Australian a little bit.
Little
A
bit.
charming ring, though. One I've grown quite fond of.
I don't know if I have all of the. I think I only have the VOD for yours. For Scribs, which kind of sucks.
Oh no.
Oh,
Like I said,
well, at least you guys can see it.
Yeah.
You guys can see Mason's initial reaction to the squirrel idea.
Well, I mean,
Okay. All right.
why don't we all just explain ours at the end of this session?
Yep. Let me pop in the new character artwork, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Mason, you said you have an ending for all of us?
What should the name of the
Yes.
spear be in my inventory?
Which spear? Oh, I got it. I'll put it in your inventory.
Oh my god, Mason has multiple endings. What am I saying? Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Oh, I'm sorry, Mason, but if this is the last session, I'm gonna be a stick in the mud and say we have to hear every single ending that could have happened if we failed or something like that.
Oh my god, there's so. I want you to know, like, there is a lot that got planned. Just in case.
I'm so happy that there was. This has been one of the most fun campaigns ever.
And then this is deep. By the way, I have to thank Gavin again. Like, these took an absolute godforsaken amount of time to get done, but they are so good.
Wait, Gavin proofread?
No, as in the art.
Oh yeah, they are. I'm so happy they changed the look of my character to a chameleon. And he looks so good.
I was like, okay, this is really close to a Scaly Gavin. Like, you're one of my best friends, but at the same time, oh, less human, way less human. Please, no human. I think, yep, there's Deagles. He's got his. Scribb's got his. Deagles. By the way, I love how he just captured so good Deagle. It's just anger.
Deagle's just anger. I think he actually captured Toll pretty well, too.
I don't know, it's actually like...
Toll's just frustrated and plotting.
His face just screams, I'm gonna... It's just, I'm gonna eat your heart out.
Hey, I don't eat hearts, I sacrifice them. There's a difference.
Okay.
And Scribb's honestly just the dad who's really upset at the two children he's holding.
I'm very good at holding people.
Yes, you are. I actually think I might reuse Toll a couple times as a character, just because I like him so much, though. Hey, that's an idea. Hey, Mason.
Yeah?
Would you ever be interested in starting a new campaign after you're done with your whole military stuff?
If I have time, I would like to continue parts of this campaign, especially with, like, some of the endings I have planned. We could totally branch off and have some fun.
Maybe we could go to the Southlands.
I would like to make a new character.
Really? I actually really enjoy Scribb as a character.
I could keep Scribb going, but honestly, I would want something a little more grounded for Scribb to be into.
Yeah, because this because of everything getting pushed up, this went bonkers.
Yeah.
I'd say I could continue with...
This is Scribb's bizarre adventure before his little vacation.
This is like this is part 3 before part 4.
I love how you guys are just using fucking JoJo references.
But it fucking is! It's just... It's what it turned into!
It's beautiful. Now, I do like the fact that I can most definitely continue Toll, because Toll is a very grounded character.
Oh, Toll is having a good... Trust me. there's plans, and I think you'll all love how this turns out.
I'm so happy we talked about the background of Toll because I loved actually making him. He's by far my most in-depth character.
Deagle is my only character.
I'm sure Deagle has some stuff to get done in the future.
I would
might
have
make a
fun
new
with Deagle.
I'd either continue or make a new character. Most likely continue.
If you do continue this character and we get like sort of a bit of a reboot for the character setup, you need to fix your Constitution score, buddy.
Well, keep in mind this is my first character, and I know jack shit about D&D.
We roll d20s on our ability scores.
Yep.
Well,
Not gonna lie,
I didn't know we were allowed to do that.
See, I'm quite happy with my character. I'm not
The
gonna
standard
lie.
way is 4d6.
6 minus one of the d4s.
Yeah, minus the lowest.
Oh,
And
I
you
forgot
can't
to
reroll
set up
if you-
Malkia's thing real fast. I'm sorry. This is gonna take like about 10
You're
minutes.
fine. You're fine, Mason.
I will. Yeah, I'll still be here.
Ronnie, would you like to see Toll's story continue?
Yes. No spoilers though.
There are no spoilers with Toll, except for the fact that, well, he is very important of a person.
I just thought of a perfect little quest for Scrib.
A shovel?
No,
Shit, is that too much already?
No, mapping your homelands.
That might actually help with your depression that's going to come pretty soon. I'm just saying, Toll has kinda a lot of knowledge on what has happened and knows things that you are concerned with.
We's gonna be heroes.
If we live, that is.
Hopefully.
I hope so
So-
too. Though I'm
We-
sure
We've all received very major buffs. I'm sure we can win this.
yes,
Well,
it's just
I mean, this might be our first time going into legendary actions and stuff, so.
Oh, I didn't set up Malkia for legendary actions. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh.
Well, let's be honest here, guys. We are getting into some deep waters here because we're about to have the real fight happen. The battle we've been preparing for by beating helpless, tiny Chihuahua.
I wanna
in
fly, cast
relatively
fly
good
on me.
danger. What?
I wanna fly. Cast fly on me.
Fuck you. No, I don't have fly. Go fuck yourself.
You have fly. Druids have fly. I think.
It's fucking possible.
Go fuck yourself. I don't carry fly. I'm not petty. I carry useful things like Stone of Fall.
Shit, that hits way better.
Stone of Fall.
Yes. Mason told me about that spell.
What?
Stone of Fall.
Stone
The
of
druid
Fall.
spell. The one
Is
where
that
you
a
basically
like? Is that a
summon
rocks? Is that a rocks fall? Everyone dies reference or something?
It's literally you summon a giant fuck off rock and then the apocalypse of weather comes.
I know what you're talking about.
And basically also if you get hit by the rock it's also not fun for you because it's a giant fucking rock from the sky, so have fun.
And this
Basically-
is 5th level.
Oh no, this is not 5th level, this is a 10th level spell.
Yeah. It's
It's essentially the
It's the apocalypse stone.
the dinosaur meteor.
Pretty much, yes. Stone of Fall. And it's fucking amazing. I don't know why I don't play Druid more often. I really like Druid.
It's not a real spell. It's homebrew, but it sounds pretty kick-ass.
Yes, it does.
Oh, sorry, I gotta use the restroom again. I have not eaten very well today, and my body is after being pretty
Mason,
healthy
I have
for a
had
while,
Taco Bell
this
and
is
nothing.
kinda
You're
tearing me
fine. I really want the game to start so Toll can have a deep talk with Scrib after they survive, hopefully.
I think we'll survive.
Yeah, but will you survive or will you commit suicide?
As long as There's no 60-12 spells.
Oh yeah, 60-12 spells where I somehow magically stand right on the very edge of.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in a second.
Though Ronnie, you gotta say, I did save everyone's ass in that fight, didn't I?
Because you are the only one alive.
No, because I managed to one-shot the boss, quite literally. Lightning Storm, remember? He shot the giant spear of fucking destruction, killed almost all of you, and then I summoned Lightning Storm, literally one-shotting him because he failed his save.
I remember.
Good times, good times. Man, this campaign was so strange. We started off in a city, then we went far north into the wilderness, and then brought back some guys, only for that to be thrown aside. And essentially now, instead of this grand crusade, we are the crusade. I wonder if we'll be immortalized. What do you think, Ron?
I don't think so.
You don't think
Wait,
people will remember
immortal?
us?
What do you mean by immortalized?
Like statues of remembrance, like tales of legend?
Probably. The people already know about Scrib going in to fight Malkuth, so I mean, the word's out there.
But do they know about Deagle and Zototol?
I think they know about you guys being there, maybe? Like, they know you were sent to Malkuth's realm, so...
I just remembered something. Once this whole journey is over and if Toll survives, he would go back to a town and speak to a gnome and tell him the story of his people. I have to commit to that promise. I like how we're all in unison that we're gonna beat Malkuth. It'll be nice and fun. Yay!
We're gonna... Well,
We're
we
gonna
gotta
punch
get him... We probably... Do any of you have god weapons? God-killing weapons?
Yes and no. I do not have a weapon specifically killed for a god, but I have been made literally divine. Because I have parts of a god in me. Which means I can actually kill Malkuth. With or without god weapons.
Okay. I'm gonna
However...
mute.
Hold on, don't mute yet. Just one last thing.
Okay.
However, having a weapon that can kill a god instantly, as yours sounds, is very nice.
It's not instantly, they have to be weakened. But it still does take, sacrifice.
Fuck, that's where I come in, isn't it?
That's where I'm hoping these squirrels will come in.
No, I mean the weakening part.
Yeah. Well, that's where all of us are gonna come in. That's where the punch slash.
Just so you know, for the layout, I am right in front of Malkuth. Spear and shield in hand.
Oh yeah, Scrib is just gonna pop in with him. He's just gonna open up the doors. Hey guys, how you been? What I miss?
What took you so long? Hold on. Actually, no, that's not right. No, even better. Scrib, it's now or never. We end this now.
Now or never.
Okay, fine. Fine, I know exactly what I'll say. Scrib, yes. I sound like a chain smoker. Because I'm a lizard man. And my vocal cords are not really well developed for being beautiful.
You're
Except for those
beautiful
damn
just the way
lizards.
you are, B.
Except for those damn crested lizards. They're actually very good singers.
In the next campaign, can you be one?
What?
Crested lizard.
No, I'm sticking with Toll. I'm sorry, but Toll is just such a good character. I think I actually might make him one of my main characters that I constantly use.
Leaves.
Jake, what do you think
Yes.
about this idea?
What
Let's
idea?
say Toll is a character I use in multiple campaigns. Could I make a theme with him that he's a reincarnation being? Someone who's reincarnated? I
Sure.
think that would be cool. You know, like a hero that keeps coming
Alright.
back to life.
Give me a second, I gotta plug
Yeah,
my phone and it's
actually
about to die.
Mason.
Yes.
Oh, my nose is all stuffy. I'm back.
Mason.
Yeah?
Question. So, I really like Toll, and I know you probably wouldn't be mad if I used him in different campaigns, but I had an idea.
Yeah.
What if he's someone who is like reincarnated?
I don't know. We'll come to that bridge way in the future
well,
when we
I'm
get a
talking
chance.
about like I'm talking about like in D&D Club if I ever use him in
Oh
there.
my, yeah, it'd be a fun time.
He's like a reincarnated hero that keeps coming back. And each time his life is of different circumstance. I think that's actually a really cool character concept. Oh, I always love those characters. Oh, I'm so hyped. Super hyped. You can tell I'm super hyped. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I need to actually put
Bro,
the...
peanuts are
I will say one thing though. I'm very sad we did not get to amass an army of everybody.
That, I know, I had that planned out and then I was like, shit.
But hey, that can still be put into effect if we continue this campaign. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, seal.
Okay.
Sorry, my
alright.
mouth is dry, so that came out wrong. But a crusade
Bad
can
knit
still
game.
happen.
1 second, I'm looking through here. Anything else I want to throw on?
I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
go ahead. What?
Just some red letter media memes.
Oh. Yeah, right now we're just waiting. I'm trying to get this all set up real fast. There we go, spells. What did I see there?
Come to think of it, though, a crusade can still happen with a mass army.
It could, we just don't have much time.
Yeah. Maybe something in the future if we ever decide to, you know.
Yeah, I know. I would like to get a couple more.
Is everything supposed to be blank right now?
You guys are supposed to be on the game board. Honestly, we're probably not going to use it much.
I mean, it doesn't seem like there's much a point to using the entire board. We're only going to be in one place. Or are we?
Correct thyself. Alright.
Okay.
So, is everyone here?
Ronnie is not here.
Alright. That's fine.
He's off on other quests.
1 second. Actually, I'm going to add some new music.
Currently, Ronnie is at the quest of taking a large dump.
I feel that quest. Is this the... Okay.
So, hey, Mason, so I heard you're only going to be back for a week after boot camp. What are you doing
Yeah.
afterwards?
MCT.
Which is?
Marine Combat Training. That takes a little bit of time out of my... Like, it's not very long.
It's not.
It's not very long, but it's going to be a bit.
It's about a month, and then after that I go to School of Infantry, and after, like, once School of Infantry is about halfway done, I should start having regular free time and stuff. Once I'm on post, I'll probably be hitting everyone up to be like, who wants to do more D&D?
I think we should do paper. If we can.
When I'm on post, I'll probably be out of state. Probably out of country, too, if I get lucky.
Probably in Iran.
No, not really. Like, I don't really see like them
Things are
stationing.
going.
I know things are going down, but I don't see anyone station. Like, I don't see active stations happening right now.
I'm just saying. What are you doing in the Marines? I heard School of Infantry.
Yep. I'm full on basic bitch grunt.
I wish you luck then.
Oh, it'll be
That's
fun.
all I can really say.
I really should ask John what happened to Johnny. I miss Johnny.
Johnny, like,
Johnny, Asian boy.
yeah, not really. Like, nothing's really happened to him. He's just been out doing shit 24/7.
Speaking of which, Sean's supposed to be back in town, right?
Yeah, he'll be back soon.
I should start talking to him about D&D and crap.
I think he's currently running one with people from his the
Core
D&D I was in with Johnny on top of.
people from their training.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing right now. Whatever, pop this forward. Alright. Any more melodic metal? So I'm trying to get some good punch-out songs, because there's going to be a lot of meaty punching.
Always trust a cop who wears Ray-Bans.
Well, this is actually very nice. I get to go to sleep after playing D&D, then I get to wake up and play D&D.
Oh, dude. Dream.
Holy shit. I still can't believe that Bree is partying and so...
I know, right?
I normally thought of them being responsible.
She is responsible about it.
I still can't believe they're doing that. I thought I was going to be the one fucking up and shit.
Oh, this
You might want to
is
turn that
the...
down.
Yeah, that's the music video version. That kind of makes me mad. Because that's not the version I want.
What is this, reverse?
There
I
we
still
go.
can't believe that shit. Like, it's so reverse to what I normally had concepted of them.
Oh, you want to know? You want to hear something great?
What?
Becca's now the one going out getting wasted every other night.
Becca?
My ex Becca, the one that when I was with her, she was a good little Christian girl and wouldn't do anything.
Oh, yeah! Okay, no, never mind. I remember her now. I just... Again, it's a while.
Yeah.
It was nice to talk to Brie again, though. She's really a sweetheart.
Even though she drinks so much now, not as much as it sounds like. She's still mostly the responsible one.
I can't believe I've done none of that.
It's not like that's a bad thing.
True, but still, it's something to be a little bit
There's
jealous of.
pride.
I mean, okay, Abata, you can't act like we weren't stupid for a while.
We were.
We were very stupid for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, that was... Well, I found it very easy to pull out of being stupid.
Oh my god, that's loud. There we go. I'm like, I have all the music set to so low right now. I didn't realize how loud it would be.
Yes, he got the pictures. Yay, he's using our character portraits for our portraits.
I
That's
know.
amazing.
It sucks when, like, I'll try and whenever y'all do something really badass, have your character portrait pop up.
Just beyond the screen, covering the entirety of the grid.
No, we'll just actually fuck it, just sit on the slideshow to be honest, because most of this session is gonna be, since I couldn't figure out how, and you guys will understand as soon as it starts why getting battle maps for this setup would have been a nightmare.
Is it something like along the lines of Bloodborne's, what's his name? Malakash's nightmare in terms of his boss arena? How it's just this like giant twisting fucking university corridor.
You'll see. I'll be right back.
Forget 5G. Samsung is already working on 6G. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Christ indeed.
Cool. More radiation.
Hey Jake. How much would you pay me to have Zotol tongue Malakith? Oh, I knew that would come out so wrong, and it was worth it.
$80 to your Steam wallet.
But no, you remember how I have the ability to shoot out my tongue like a chameleon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking.
Oh God.
While he's giving his bad guy speech, I'm just gonna shoot it in his face and pull it back to shut him the fuck up. I think that'd be appropriate, right? Jake!
What?
I can turn into elementals now and my attacks deal magic damage. Unless it isn't beneficial, then it deals straight physical.
Bobby, I could not be more proud to vote for a man that is going to send you to die on a mountain outside of Tehran for the state of Israel.
I mean, we could just forget about Israel, say it never existed, and just let it rot and die.
You can't. Not
Sure
right
you-
now, you can't.
Sure you can. All you have to do is just accidentally click the red button in the direction.
As long as the United States is still sending tens of billions of dollars in aid, even though Israel is a first world country, as long as most of the mainstream media is mostly led by Jews, get rid of the Jewish problem.
Alright, y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Hey Mason, you just walked in on the weirdest thing.
Oh, is
Ronnie's still not back. What the fuck, Ronnie? I'm gonna start bombarding him.
yeah, shoot him a text and ask him what's up. Alright.
Shit.
There we go. All set, my lord.
Oh shit.
All set, my lord.
No images.
Oh, my toe. Alright. Everyone here?
Hey Mason, quick question. Does Gavin draw porn by any chance?
Oh, I think he does for money.
Okay, that's a very scary thought if our character
Asking
was
for
ever
a friend.
popular.
Okay. Y'all ready to start this?
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Alright, is this the song I think it is?
I'm ready to give an eerily similar to me prick what he deserves.
Owl Mangler 5000.
Alright, so let's paint the scene as it was for each of you. So, Malkieth is standing in front of his throne, in his bright who the fuck in his bright golden like priestly robes with his silver rapier on his side, and he's holding Toll hostage, and all of a sudden a blue burst of light explodes out from Toll. His cuffs, his chains, they aren't just destroyed, they're disintegrated. He goes from kneeling on the ground to standing tall, a giant crystalline shield in his left hand, and an even bigger crystalline spear in his right. His eyes suddenly bear this dark blue glow and exude a new form of confidence. As Malkeith recoils at the sudden change in Toll, Deagle manages to sneak up behind him and steal not only one, but two of his Necronomicons off his hip. And as this happens, a sudden change. Deagle goes from just standing there with his great axe to, admittedly, just a bigger great axe. But something has thrown Malkeith off, as he is now backing away from Deagle. And just as the scene sets, you hear the stomping of a boot. And you hear the of someone trying to open the massive cathedral door. As
It
it
is not an. It's a.
as Scrib pushes a near 100-foot iron door open with nothing but his back and a little bit of elbow grease to witness the absolute scene in front of him.
You two need a hand.
Malkeith
I'm-
looks on in a mix of
What's the
awe
matter?
and terror.
What's the matter, Malkeith? You handed me the object. Now you're paying the price.
Well, that's a price I'm willing to pay.
Now
then.
Scared I killed your bitch bodyguard.
He cracks his
This
knuckles.
Malkeith guy I've been hearing about? Looks like a big pussy to me.
He cracks his knuckles, his neck, his back. He even goes for a
Jeez,
little bit of
Harold.
a twist. He's like, alright. I assume you guys think I'm the big evil bad guy, right?
Eh,
Yeah,
not
that's
big
the
evil,
that's
just
the
a
plan.
not big evil, more of like misguided fool.
Well then, I suppose I should look and play the part, right? Will you afford me one big evil speech?
Now,
No,
Last guy who tried that got 2 feet in his face. He tried doing it twice.
Please tell me that was that, what was his name, Varys there?
I don't really know his name. I just know that he's dead now.
Fine then. He goes, allow me to look the part, and he snaps his finger, and his priestly facade just melts away. And it gets replaced by, and admittedly edgy as fuck, but plague-ridden, disgusting green and red armor. His Pope hood gets replaced with a massive fucking plague doctor mask. Sorry, someone just added me in another. Okay. I thought someone was actually trying to get a hold of me. Sorry.
were the skulls really necessary?
I gotta look the part, right?
You don't look the part. You look like some kind of skull fetish man.
At this point, his assistant steps in, and he snaps his finger, and you see a massive wall of light appear between Deagle and Malkeith and Toll and Scrib.
Hmm.
I throw on Thalamus's cloak and disappear.
Oh, you are boxed. Like, you are completely surrounded by the wall of light.
Oh,
I close one of my eyes.
I load too early.
However, at this point, Malkeith starts advancing towards Deagle.
I
And
close one of my eyes, Mason.
oh, the non. Wait, which one?
I remember I only took one eye of Kronos,
Yeah, which one are you closing? The non-Chronos or the Chronos eye?
the non-Kronos.
Oh, what are you trying to figure out there, bud?
I'm figuring out Deagle.
you can't really see much through the wall. At this point, his assistant lets out a light chuckle. Don't worry, your friend will be fine. Right now, you got a little bit of a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, don't worry. Time's a little suspended in there.
And that's supposed to make me afraid.
You gotta deal with me first, big boy.
Again, why am I supposed to be afraid?
Scrib gets first action.
You said I was within a wall of light, right?
No. Okay, so the throne room got split down the middle, with Deagle and Malkieth being on one side, and you, one of Malkieth's generals, and Toll being on the other side of it.
And I still have the spear, right? Squirrels.
Yes. Two of the 3 scrolls are alive.
Oh, my
If I'm-
paladins.
I must ask, is the assistant just a wall of light, or does he actually have some sort of physical form?
He has a physical form.
Is this
All
the
right.
one who tortured me?
Yes. Alright,
Which
so
one are you going for? Call out now.
Well, first off, we don't have a choice with the one in front of me. By the way, buddy, I think you need to hear a song. It might change your opinion on your outlook.
Alright, let's kick this shit.
I'm going for the Lightbringer.
Alright. So you're within that, like, because of your insane,
Can you turn it down a bit?
you're gonna have to turn it down yourself. Like,
Oh wait, do I just not get a turn?
you do get a turn. I can't turn it down anymore, Bate.
Alright.
It is your turn. It's your turn right now. I don't know why it's on. There we go.
I've got a god-killing weapon. That's why it's got the squirrels on it. I'll explain it later. I'm going for Malkieth, and I run over toward him.
So you hit the wall of light, and it is very much a physical wall.
I don't think you are.
In
Scrim.
fact-
let's deal with this fool like we did the demon.
You take 1d8 burning.
Oh, I didn't know there was a wall between us. I'm sorry.
You guys can hear me just fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Retcon that actually. Well, it looks like I don't got a choice, and I guess I start beating up Mr. Lightman.
Alright, are you just gonna do a normal 1-2 combo? Not gonna go overkill on it?
Is this like a charge attack though?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, these are just regular old attacks.
But like you're far away from him.
Did you forget Scrib's insane movement range?
Yes.
I
yes,
have
did.
I have
Never
I
mind.
have 50 movement.
Never mind.
1, 2, and my bonus action will be to brace up.
Alright. Those are all 3 hits, by the way. Or,
The first one was for initiative. I have
Okay.
2 attacks and
yeah, but those were all
bonus
those
action.
were all hits.
Can I make one? How big is this boy?
He's an average-sized human.
Mason.
Are you gonna wrestle him?
I would like to make one of those attacks a grapple. Yes.
Okay. He did not pass it.
Well, let's see. It is plus 11 though, so.
Oh,
And that
Oh.
one'll do it.
So, yeah.
Lucky.
So you get a perfect jab in, and as he reels back a little bit, you attempt to get up and under him to just go at him, and he sees it coming and just shoves you down. somehow you completely telegraphed whatever you were about to do. And you, like,
You're dodgy, aren't you?
slam into the ground prone. However, roll for that first
and then
attack.
I punch him
Ooh.
in the balls.
And then I...
Best
12.
damage. Yes.
A
Oh,
lot of
this
damage.
this will be Manus's blessing, actually, because I have so fucking many of those.
Alright, so
So-
as after he puts you on the deck, you're gonna just uppercut him.
I'm going to uppercut him in what would be his balls and also use a Manus's blessing.
Alright, are you gonna...
It's 3d6 now, right? With
It
the
should only
gauntlets?
be 2d6.
Oh, well. Okay. An extra 7 damage if he does not make his... What's the does the DC go up?
No.
It's a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Oh. So it's
Yeah,
half as much, right?
It's only
So-
3 more damage, so 15 overall. But I am braced. I mean, whatever it is, the
I know what you mean.
dig deep.
He just looks down like, really? This is
Well,
a...
it hurt, didn't it?
You attacked a god... You know what? Let's not even mention it.
Shut up and fight.
At this point, Malkieth...
God, that's hilarious.
Oh, well, nope, sorry. Malkieth looks at Deagle and goes, "Hoo-hoo! I wonder what's changed in you, boy."
Oh, I'm not gonna show you yet.
And he
Trust me,
smiles.
Once I do, you're gonna wish I didn't.
He sticks out his right hand, and a massive poleaxe appears in it. And he doesn't even have to, like, charge you. It's about damn near 20 feet long.
Huh. He is an overcompensator.
So wait, it's my turn, right? Just to make sure.
No.
No.
Okay,
It's-
just all right.
And he goes for a single swipe at you with it. 14. That's not a hit, is it?
I have an armor class of 18, so
No.
Something's not right there.
Oh, yeah, wait. Armor class of 18. It should be like 16 with your modifiers.
No, I mean with the roll.
Oh, no, that's right.
well, I applied my new armor to it. And it
Okay.
says
Wait,
here
that's
that I had 18.
right?
Yeah, believe it or not. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. Whoops. I am stupid. That should not be -1. That should be +4.
So there's a 19 hit.
Yes. And it hits once.
Oh,
And then it gets its second, and then it... As soon as you... It cuts you once, and then you just feel something on the inside continue to cut through you. However,
That's not good.
this thing is so damn big. He's, like, basically physically recovering from the attack as he walks towards you and just goes for a simple haymaker straight to your face.
well, shit.
That don't hit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, because haymakers are
Oh,
a
it does.
disadvantage. No.
Oh.
However, at this point, he is now point blank Deagle, and he's still physically, and he's, like, still reeling from that attack.
Wait. Pugilist?
No.
It is
But
now
he made a haymaker.
It is now Deagle's turn.
No. I know what he
So
is.
he's point blank to me.
And he is still staggered from his attack.
First,
Please
I'm gonna
continue them.
Oh,
throw
I'm
on
sorry, I
Thalamus.
didn't realize.
Oh,
What are you, sorry, Deagle? Or sorry, Jake.
no, it's fine. So I'm gonna throw on Thalamus' cloak and try and attempt to get behind him.
Are you activating it? It'll last for about 5-ish turns.
Oh, Last time I did it, it only lasted for like 5 minutes.
Wait, how long?
Okay.
It says a few minutes. Sorry, so about 10 turns. I'm dumb.
Are you talking about rage?
No. It's a
Well,
cloak.
I
Yeah.
got an invisibility cloak.
Oh.
It's a
Well,
very.
make
It has
sure
a very specific rule set.
Make sure you do rage, because
I must ask, if I attempt to make an attack with the cloak on, does it become deactivated?
So no. However, I'm gonna point out now. It should specifically say that with gods they only get a disadvantage to stealth rolls on you. But anything celestial or demonic, you are completely imperceptive. Like they can't see you. But he can still like. So essentially, what happened is, as soon as you put it on, he's going to have a massive trouble seeing you, but he can still, with a little bit of effort, figure out where you are.
As long as he doesn't know exactly where I am, that's fine.
Alright. So your plan is to toss it on and get behind him. Roll a stealth check, and I'll roll one for him at...
Here we go.
Actually, pretty good.
He leans his head down as you put the cloak, and he yanks his axe back, and he goes, huh? Oh, god damn it. Not this again.
Ah, you met that cloak before, eh, Malkieth?
Alright, so I'm behind him now?
Yeah.
Alright, I swing behind his knees. I'm down.
You're just... So, you're behind him. You've got your big ol' axe,
Yes.
and you're just gonna hack at his knee. Making sure I'm on board with this. Okay.
That's even worse than getting the knees.
Are you going to enrage or just...
Not enrage yet.
Alright.
We'll save that for once the boys are focused on him too.
Alright. Roll. You should have multi-attack by now, right? You should be able to attack twice per turn at minimum.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Level 10, you definitely have multi-attack by now. I think it's...
Level
So-
5.
Yeah. And then he gets a third one while enraged, so...
While
swing.
friends. As a bonus action.
Nope. Other way around.
You need to roll for the 2 hit.
Isn't it a 2d8?
No. It's a d20 to see if you hit.
So 2d20s.
No. So... It's...
Wouldn't it be with advantage since he can't see him?
Yeah, but... you still need to roll to see if you hit him. It's d20 plus whatever your strength... So d20 plus 4.
But no, what I was saying is easy attacking with advantage. 'cause
Okay,
he's attacking with a surprise attack.
Yeah, it is.
Hold up. You have much more. What's your strength?
His strength's 18.
Yeah.
Okay, and our proficiency is also.
Oh,
+4.
god, I forgot.
Is this a magic axe?
Yes, so it's also a +2, by the way.
Oh, so that's actually a
That's actually...
that's a 17 to hit.
Yeah. So...
It's a +10 to your
It hits. It hit. Alright, and now you would roll the 2d8. Are you going to use its enchantment?
Yes.
So, actually just roll me 4d8 then.
Damn it, the music stopped again.
It's not stopped for me, it's still going. That's so unfortunate.
Don't forget the. Wait, did he roll for that?
Yeah. The first one...
That's also at a +4 because of his strength bonus.
I know. Well, one of that's a... Trust me, I'm keeping track of it. Oh, wait.
And the +2.
Just shows how I know fuck all about D&D.
Alright. You can get another attack in, by the way, Jake. Activating that cloak is not an action. So it would be RD20 plus 10.
Okay.
Nice.
I didn't see what
Solid
it is. Give me a
roll.
second.
Solid roll due to bonus. Oh, there we go.
16.
back.
Oof.
Song's back, yay!
Alright. It didn't phase Matt, like, he noticed it, and he turns around and he goes, what the fuck did you get behind me? But it doesn't really look like it did any proper damage. He's still kicking. Alright, how does Toll respond to the man who's been torturing him?
Well, first, it's all the stall.
Hi, buddy. How you been? See, I've realized something. You forgot about a very important song. Have you ever heard of Always Look on the Bright Side of Life? You miserable bastard.
He doesn't respond. He just looks at you like you're an idiot.
Ah. Well, honestly, I didn't expect much from a negative Nancy. Truth be told, you just used your gifts improperly. Alright, so, from what I read from the Moonlight Great Sphere, basically that negates my weakness. It's a strength weapon, right?
Yes.
So basically the +2 negates my weakness to strength.
Yep.
Alright.
Psst, use Shillelagh.
Oh yeah, that's right, Shillelagh.
I didn't think you could shillelagh an enchanted weapon.
Isn't a natural item that was ripped off an animal.
What?
Was it ripped off an animal, though?
Yeah. Yes?
Do you see what I'm going for?
Oh,
Oh,
I did mark down that it's considered a catalyst. Yeah, it is technically also able to be used as a staff. Alright, you know what? I'll allow this shit fuckery.
oh,
Oh! Oh my god! Alright,
Hello there.
boss, here, you overkilling it.
Maybe a little bit, because that's 2d.
Technically, that's a 26 plus the magic addition. So
Yes, and also it's 2d6 plus my spell modifier now.
Whew! Ouch.
2d6 plus. What's this weapon at? Plus what?
It's also a +2 Abate, so it's 2d6
Oh, so it's
plus
plus
2
two.
plus 5.
It's plus 7.
It's another
What?
It's 2d6 plus 7 per hit.
13. Ooh.
I'm gonna stab him right in the empty eye socket.
Oh, Alright, Abate. You pull a perfect, like, while as Script gives him that nut punch, you sprint forward and just pain train straight into his eye. And you just hear, bloody hell! God!
I'm sorry, did I hit a soft spot? Oh, you worthless bastard. I'm going to rip you limb from limb. And maybe, actually, what am I saying? You'll never see your family. You're going to go straight to oblivion.
Alright. I think that ends your turn.
Yes, it does. I'm quite satisfied with that turn.
Alright.
Yeah. Wait, I have a shield, right? Oh
Yeah.
my god,
You do.
I do have a shield. Does that actually boost my armor ranking?
It
No.
gives-
It's so. Here's the thing. I looked into it. You have no
Specifically for
proficient.
spells?
It's because you have no proficiency with great shields, and the
Fair
way
enough.
your race handles armor, you actually would be at, like, it would just be a 0 for your class.
Fair enough.
However, you can.
All right.
If it was like Deagle had it, it'd give him +1 or 2. But
There's no
anyway.
great shields in 5e. There's only shields.
I know, but I was looking at a weird rule set. I was looking through a lot of homebrews for how to do this fight. Alright. So. He takes the rapier off of his side, and he just attempts to lay into Abate while, a spear is jammed into his eye.
Adorable.
And you effortlessly manage to just, without even really moving your shield, block 2 of his attacks. And then he comes up and over, and he comes within an inch of your eye as you react, and block it with your arm. However, it pierces, and he gets a good bit of you with it.
Ouch.
Where's your health potions now, Scrib? Or fuck.
Oh,
Toll.
I still have like 5.
Well, according to my friend here, he still has 5, so plenty. Thank you for asking.
Let me check my sheet.
And now it's
I just
Scrib's
can't-
turn.
I can't wait just to send you into oblivion, friend.
Oh yeah, it is
Truth
5.
be told. Oh, Mason, are you gonna subtract the HP off me, or am I gonna do it myself?
No, do it yourself, please.
It's time for a little bit. What was that?
Fucking
Sorry.
Christ, what was that? That was murder.
It's time for a little unarmed combat. A little heart to heart. I attempt to grapple the man. Wow, not really feeling these athletics rolls today, huh?
Ooh. You're gonna attempt to grapple him?
I do.
Oh my god, all of the music is just breaking itself. No, that's not even the right song.
Wait a minute! My athletics is plus 12!
Okay, that's annoying.
So that's a 17.
17?
Yes. I really should just have
Is it, are we doing... What did we rule on earlier? That match beats it or match loses?
I think you said that match beats it?
That's what I thought.
Or
I thought it was a
lose-
reroll.
Whatever it is that is in my favor, because
Yeah,
I don't know.
because rule of cool.
So I like from my punch him in the dick
Hey, Scrib, do me a favor.
position, I like get a shoulder up above him and like start carrying him.
Scrib, do me a
You're
favor.
about
Get rid
5
of his-
feet from the wall of light right now, by the way.
Scrib, do me a favor. Get rid of his little Southlander sword for me. Those things can be a nuisance sometimes.
Can I attempt to sunder the blade from him?
Wait, get the sword out of his hand or the spear out of his eye?
No, the sword.
The sword out of his hand.
Yeah, you can attempt to disarm him.
Now, what kind of roll would that be?
I feel like that would fall under wrestling, to be honest. Woo!
Yeah, his sword.
Should
can
I should
fuck
I
right
bother
off.
rolling?
You know what? Yeah, maybe you get a 20. Let's see.
So close.
As you're as you lift him into the air, you see him for a second drop his rapier as he tries. He has one hand on you and one hand holding the spear in his eye. And you reach for it, and he immediately realizes what he was doing and sheaths it back as he puts his hand back on your shoulder to try and hold himself. With that, Malkieth is
Hold up,
Oh, oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I still got a bonus action there.
Oh,
my
no.
god, Ronnie, I just realized, what if he threw him into the wall and I just kept on pressing him into it with the spear?
I'm gonna kind of yell back. He's got a pretty good grip on that sword, but he is right next to the wall, and it's a free action, just slam him down to, like, prone, right?
I mean, I'd say that'd be more like a shove. I mean, you could also make it an attack, too.
I'll do... You know, no, I'll keep him grappled, but I'm going to... What kind of, would it be an attack to just, like, shove him against a wall?
No, but if you're gonna hold him there, it'd be, and I'd say, it'd be just, I'd count it as a wrestle, but it's an attack, really.
I'm going to shove him up against the wall. Would that count?
Wait, would that be a grapple, or would that just be a straight strength?
I've
'Cause
already
if
got
that-
him grappled.
Yeah, so, I'd say just strength check at that point, because it's just a muscle competition.
Can it be athletics?
He's already taken, by the way, forgot, sorry. He's already taking the fire damage anyway.
Oh my
Ooh.
god, I'm so happy I took geese.
He manages to get his right hand right on your jaw and just shove you a couple feet back. And he looks...
I'm still grappling him.
Okay, I'm sorry. He manages to plant his feet and walk you and Scrib, and Deagle, and Toll, whose spear is still in his eye, by the way, as he pushes both of you back away from the wall of light.
Desperate are we now?
As he does this...
Alright, screw it. Oh, wait, no.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Screw the theatrics, I'm going to straight damage.
You just going for a big old punch?
I cannot, because I have already used my bonus action for... I guess a shove action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scrib, never give up on a plan. I have something that might make this work.
But
At
I
this
did get
point,
2 AC that round.
Malkieth is looking around. In complete confusion, he goes, "That bloody clock." And he
Look
just...
at the great god as he's lost, trying to find something he can't find.
He rubs his chin for a second, goes, if only I had a magical sword capable of doing this. And he snaps his finger. And behind him appears...
He's really overcompensating.
You're such a dick. Appears a great sword that floats through the air on its own. And it, being not celestial, or undead, or any of the... it immediately turns and aims for an attack at Deagle.
Oh.
I don't think that definitely didn't hit.
No.
However, you know, it's a fucking... Oh my god, these rolls. Why'd you say, oh worm?
Because Jake said on God.
Oh. However, you manage... Deagle manages to just perfectly block these out of the air. His location is still revealed. And Malkith stands over him. And he lifts that big-ass axe up for one more swing. And he goes for it. Throws his whole back into it and everything. He goes for an overhead cleave, and all you hear is just... as he sticks it into the marble.
Good job going, you omnipotent bastard. Such
And-
grace, such beauty.
And now it's Deagle's turn.
So he knows my position.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Mason, can he actually hear us through the wall?
I don't know. Can he? No, he can't.
That's fucking hilarious.
I suppose, considering my position's already been revealed, I will take off the cloak.
Wait, what are you using to keep track of the damage you take, Jake?
Just my character sheet.
Oh, it's not. It says you're still at full health for me.
Oh,
Rid of it,
because
though.
he...
What?
I can get rid of it. Whatever health I took, whatever hit I took.
Yeah, you took the first hit from him. Where is it? You took 23 damage earlier. Rage, 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 rage. I love that.
Rage, 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 kill him.
I decide, considering I have to keep stalling, I go into a rage. And then I aim I aim for the head.
That gives you 3 attacks. Oh god. Alright.
So am I rolling the D20 first?
Yep.
Make him
D20
reckless.
or D20
Reckless.
or D20 plus 2.
What? It's D20 plus. It's 10, isn't it? Yeah, it's plus 10.
Yes, his attacks are plus 10 now.
Yeah. Now you can make them reckless, which gives you advantage on your attacks, but the next attack on you will have advantage.
But you're resisting all physical damage at the moment.
Yeah, you only take half physical.
I shall go reckless.
Please roll 6 D20s.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Okay, so that
Well, that's
first
a-
one hits. Alright.
These
Yeah,
are all plus 10,
Remember
right?
that
Yeah,
they are
they're all plus 10, I know.
Okay.
So we have
17, 12, 24, 15,
1 hit,
18, 13.
2 hit, 3 hits.
You rolled one too many.
That's fine. Even without the bottom one, they would all be hits. So, oh, you're enraged, so so what is that? 3 hits, that's
I
12 D8.
I believe he's at a plus
12
3
D8.
damage because of the rage now, so he's doing plus... Yeah, plus 9 per hit.
Plus 9, ooh, yeah, 12 D8.
12 plus 9.
Just do
a
12 D8 and I
I-
got it.
It would
a
be
D12?
12d8 plus,
A
like,
D12 plus 9.
yeah, it'd
Oh.
be
No, it would be 12 D8.
12d8 plus 27, I think.
Because he has 2d8 per attack, but he can use a charge on his weapon. However, while he is enraged, he will take an extra exhaustion, but that 2d8 is applied to every attack.
He only gets the exhaustion when the rage is over.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
I know.
If it's plus 9 for each attack, that means he gets plus 27.
No, it's plus 3 for each attack. He did 3 attacks.
Oh. Okay.
No,
So-
it's plus 9 for each attack.
Oh,
Fucking Christ.
fucking.
Yeah, welcome
That's
to Endgame
27.
Barbarians.
So
baby.
55 plus.
27. Plus, if he decides to use his Great Axe's power.
And
No,
didn't
no,
even-
it's automatically applied. That's part of it.
He didn't even crit.
Fucking Christ, Jake.
He doesn't
I'm
even
not
have.
even gonna bother because that came out
He
to a
doesn't
really
even
odd.
have 20 in strength yet.
Jake, did you just see what you fucking did?
Malkius
You
is
nearly hit him for 100.
so. This knocks Malkius like a little bit back away from the weapon, and unlike his rapier, which seems to have disappeared as soon as he pulled another one out, it stays stuck in the ground. And now it's Toll's turn.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do with Spear Boy?
Well, let's see. Scrib, I have a plan. This is going to be a strange plan, but you normally go with my plan, so I don't expect you to question. What I do know is that this fellow's about to be very confused.
Alright.
Essentially, I'm using the spell Confusion on him.
What's the stuff for confusion? I forget.
It's a 10-foot radius centered on a point. Each chosen the range must make a wisdom saving throw. So I'm gonna try and angle it so that it keeps both me and Scrib out of the sphere.
You and Scrib are both within 5 feet of him.
Is there a way
You
for
c-
me
you
to...
can
It's
choose-
centered on a point, though.
You're up like
So-
you guys are up against the wall.
Can I point on the wall and it not extend out, or does it actually get hit by the wall?
Oh yeah, it is a 10-foot radius thing.
Yeah, I
would
don't
be-
think
you
there's a
would be
way
in
you
that
can.
effect.
Yeah, you'd be within that effect no matter what. Because you can't cast it beyond the wall.
Alright, well, it's a risky one, but I'm going for it.
Alright, wisdom saving throw?
Yep, and also an effective target can react and must start at the beginning of the turn.
He
Hold
failed.
on here, let me read the rest of it. An affected target can react and it must start at the beginning of 1d10 each of his game rounds to determine its behavior of that round.
So
At
wait,
the end of each turn, an affected creature can make a saving throw of wisdom. If successful, the effective spell ends on the target. So
I-
essentially, I've made him continue to do random actions.
oh,
Now we must make our wisdom saving throws.
yes.
I'm not too worried. See? Scrib, your turn. Or Ronnie.
Oh.
Wait, what does Ronnie have to beat again?
What's your spell DC?
My spell DC is my wisdom modifier, right?
10 plus wisdom, yeah.
10 plus wisdom plus proficiency, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's 8
8 plus wisdom
proficiency plus wisdom.
proficiency.
Yeah, this is
So
gonna be, this is
that's,
gonna be a hard
12
one.
plus 5, it's 17. You have to get 17 or higher.
Oh!
Yeah, no, that
Because
is.
I have a 4 proficiency. Lucky. I'm using a lucky. Reroll that.
No, it's a.
Don't
I have
use
a
a lucky
plus
on this.
0.
Yeah, he don't use a lucky. I'm telling you, that's a bad idea.
Well. Oh shit, I got Scrib too. Are you alright, Scrib?
So it would.
Ah shit, he's absolutely delusional. How about you, friend? Are you okay?
Alright, so what are you gonna do now that you have 2 confused people?
The orb of confusion.
Jesus Christ, I thought these people had intelligence. I must have been wrong. Well, is he just confused, standing prone at this point? No idea what's going on.
Basically.
I'm going to start shoving him towards the wall with the spear while stabbing him with it further.
Wait, I want to see. I'm gonna roll to see if he, has any recollection of like what is happening. So he manages to realize he should probably try and stop you from shoving him into a big firewall.
But is he going to be successful?
He has disadvantage on rolls, right?
No, he's not going to be successful.
I was
What's
hoping it
he
was a
trying?
critical failure. Yeah, he.
Oh,
Alright, so
is this to break my grapple?
you're
No,
just
I'm
attempting to
literally
shove
pushing
him?
I'm shoving him into the wall with the spear while stabbing him with it, so it's eventually a hard thrust.
So
And that was my attack with the spear, was the 18.
I am grappling him.
Yep. And you're confused. I just realized how nasty that can be. Alright, so, as he touches the wall, he just straight, like, you push him through it. His body disintegrates. And the
He's
wall...
dead.
Oh, yeah. And the wall itself just... It explodes, like... It shatters like glass at first, and then there's just a fucking massive explosion of fire. That... Man, it doesn't harm any of you, but... It's a light show and a half.
Well, that was easy.
Hello,
I'm blind.
Malkiev. Hello there, Malkiev. Nice to see you.
He just looks and goes, oh shit.
You really have a problem with subordinates, don't you?
Oh.
I need to use Eye of Kronos.
I call over to Scrib
Can
and
you break
Toll.
that concentration as a free action now?
call over to Scrib and Toll. Let's finish this, boys.
Agreed.
At this point, Malkieth goes, "Oh, no, no, no. No good stories, boss, ever ends here." At this point, he puts out his right hand.
Hold on, I didn't have my turn though.
Oh, you did in your turn? Alright, sorry.
No. No. It wouldn't even have been his turn, it would have been Scrib's. Okay, so I'm going to shut my eye and use the action of the Eye of Kronos on myself.
I don't remember what the action for it was.
Essentially, how do I say this? Essentially, I can check to see if any of my actions in the future can lead to my death.
Alright. So what happens? So you focus intently on Malkieth. And all you see is, for a sec, you see nothing, and then for a second, you see a blue wisp appear. And as you focus on it, it takes the shape of you and Deagle standing over a defeated Malkieth. With the you holding Deagle, or not Deagle, sorry, you and Scrib, with you holding the Scrib's, or the spear Scrib has on his side in your hand. And that's all you get.
I see. Very well. I brace myself
Alright.
with my shield
And it's now
and end my turn.
Now, am I still confused?
No, he ended the concentration.
Okay, good.
He had to concentrate to pull that.
Ugh, thanks, Toll.
Sorry
How far
about
away
that.
is Malkieth?
About 20, 30 feet.
Say, could you toss me a potion?
Sure, here. Catch. Wait, hold on.
What was that hold on for? Hello?
Oh. Don't worry about it. It did not have effect.
Okay.
Is Malkieth within my
He is.
running
he's-
range?
He's within running range.
So I'll go. Here I come, Malkieth! And I'm gonna. Now, what size range is Malkieth?
He is large.
Still possible.
It's still popsicle, brah. Okay, 1 second.
I'm going to
This song
make
feels
one of.
much more appropriate.
I'm going to make one of my actions to grapple the man.
Is it athletics or acrobatics? So
Athletics. Oh.
Huh.
So I like just grab his arm as he's probably like swinging for me, and then I, once again, you said it's another wrestling athletics check to shove them prone.
yeah. Oh, are you using the what's it called? I'm trying to remember the name.
Oh, isn't there like a moxie point thing?
To the
just
mat.
do it
Yeah,
for
it's
free?
one moxie, and you just put him straight on the mat. However,
Yeah.
the chance of him passing this, I wouldn't do it personally.
Would the moxie thing make it so that I don't have to use up my second attack?
Yes, it would make it a bonus action. I'm pretty sure.
Don't worry about it then. We'll just take that. So I just like shove him down, and then Now I will make-
you do you know what it means when you spear when you're wrestling and you spear someone? You just
No.
sprinted up, took, and you put your head into his gut, lifted him into the air, and slammed him onto the ground.
And now, as he is on the ground, I will use my bonus action, whatever it's called, the two-punch one, the old one too. As haymakers, both of these Manus' blessing, by the way.
Are you gonna? You know what? You want to overkill it in Manus Blessing? You slamming him into the ground too.
These are haymakers,
Do you want to?
Mason.
Do you want to main his blessing when you slam him into the ground? Because that's also an option, as we've established.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, so let me rephrase that. You not only slam him into the ground, the force generated from this, a massive column of wind blasts out from the ground, like you put a crack in the marble flooring. And he does not pass. You actually
Just
managed to
score.
you put him a couple inches into the ground when you slam him.
You must keep him down.
Oh, not really feeling these rolls today, huh? Do those hit?
No.
Oh.
Scrib, keep him down.
He's dodging my punches!
Doesn't matter about your punches, keep him down.
Can I keep him prone?
Yeah. Also, roll for that
Oh,
Manus
wait.
blessing on slamming him.
I thought Manus's blessing was only when I hit.
Yeah, you slammed him, remember?
I already rolled damage. It's the.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry.
I guess he's still grappled and prone.
Yep.
Wow.
Alright. Just in honor of what Ronnie was trying to do.
It didn't work out so well, but at least I got him prone.
Malkieth on the ground looks at you and just. Oh. I figured this would happen. And he puts his hand out on the ground and he slams it with, like, as much force as he can. And out from the cracked tile, you see 1, and then 2, 3 flowers bloom. And then all of a sudden, vines launch everyone around you into the air. And a massive tree just shoots up into the sky with him riding on it.
Hold on, is this a spell?
Kind of.
Because remember, I braced myself.
Are you... Okay, you know what? Yeah, actually. Roll. Because
So what's this roll? What am I rolling with? Is it my spell save DC?
Yeah. So, it
Would
would...
be a wisdom roll plus
It
7.
should say. Yeah. No, it should say what you have to roll. It's a d20 and you have to beat their spell DC.
So it's just a base d20, not modified by anything.
Yep, just base d20.
That's not fucking happening.
One of the vines goes to whack you, and even though you're braced and ready for it, it's still a physical entity that slams into you and knocks you off your feet. Poor Scrib, one vine hits you in the chest and throws you a couple 100 feet up in the air as you ride it up halfway to where Malkieth ends up.
Oh, that's cheap.
With Toll and Deagle on the ground floor, surrounded by vines now.
Interesting.
Are y'all starting to see why I couldn't figure out a way to make a fucking battle map for this now?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I see, Malkith, you're gonna hide behind your druid powers, aren't you now?
Alright, however, Deagle, there's an important thing that Malkieth didn't do. Right to your left, his big ol' ass axe is still in the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't know whether I should take that axe or use my special power.
Take both.
This axe is fucking huge.
Take both. You're a
I'm gonna
strong
need
boy.
I'm gonna need 2 hands with this axe though to use it well.
Take both, you're a strong boy.
Alright, so my first move, I pry that axe out of the marble.
It makes the most terrifying nails on chalkboard noise as the metal slides out of the marble. However, as you pull it out and you get a moment to look at it, you notice on the hilt is inscribed Clan Magnum. And it carries a very particular pattern. The same pattern that you instinctively made your runic armor when you received it.
The fuck is this? Before I have time to really think about it, I unleash my special power. And if I may ask before I do so, what's the variety on what I can?
Oh, you can slash just about anything with it. However,
I
oh.
mean, what kind? What kind can I bring to me?
What do you mean?
In terms of the gods,
Any.
how many do I have at my?
Well, no. The way here, hop down and split the party one real fast. So as soon as you come in contact with a godly weapon, you can use it.
So
you
I
can't
can't
call upon it,
to-
but you can.
Okay.
As soon as you come in contact with a weapon that is godly, you can just like that, without having to even attune to it.
And I assume Malchius Axe is a godly weapon.
Yes.
Oh, better than my plan.
Sorry.
Alright.
Alright, so you are standing at the bottom of a massive redwood tree, the size of which is almost entirely incomprehensible. Your buddy is about 100 feet up in the air, and the man you're trying to kill is about 150 feet up. Both on this tree.
Wait,
How do you
am I
proceed?
still grappling him up there?
No, you're holding
Okay,
onto a
yeah.
vine about halfway up. Or about 150 feet off or 100 feet off the ground.
Oh, damn. Is he at the top of it?
Yep. However, it's a
Ooh.
near vertical climb.
Well, I mean, athletics. You know.
How thick is this tree?
It's a full-on redwood. However, nothing about it seems particularly magical. It was just magically grown.
Okay, I got an idea. I call out the script. Take a leap of faith.
What? Why?
Take a,
He's at the top.
trust me. Take a leap of faith. Let Toll try and catch you. I got a plan that's way better than this.
Toad, do you really?
I look over to Toll. Do it.
Do what? What
And
are you suggesting?
He's telling me to just drop off of this thing.
Oh, bloody hell, here we go. Jump.
Alright, and I
There's
just...
something strange about
let
that
go.
wolf's new axe. I think I saw something.
I just let go and start dropping. I hope you have a plan!
You got about, I think, what, roughly 2 turns before you hit the deck?
Falling is technically instant unless there is some kind of reactionary countermeasure.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
there is a
going...
reactionary countermeasure. I'm
100
sorry, the
feet should
thorns
not
got
be
away.
instant.
Okay, it's
Couple
up to your
seconds.
rules.
Oh, by the way, Mason,
Yeah?
just so you know, Toll's preparing a thorn whip to catch him.
Terminal
I stopped.
velocity, Thorn.
He's not going to be able to catch him any other way.
So, do you have a plan, or am I just gonna die here?
But you ain't gonna
Maybe.
die, Bubby.
Maybe, Scrib, we'll see. I
Don't
hope
worry,
you don't mind a bit thorns.
Alright,
Terribly sorry.
so I must ask again, how big is this axe exactly?
So, the size of your great axe, plus about 5 feet.
Okay. Alright, so I walk up to the base of the redwood. Take my hand and I put it along and I caress the bark a bit. Just trying to see how thick this tree really is.
Deagle, I never knew you were a fan of nature.
I step back a few steps, and I angle my axe at the base of the tree.
Deagle, am I supposed to dodge as well? What are you doing?
I take a massive swing at the base of the tree.
Please roll for to hit. D20
Plus
plus
10.
10.
Okay, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
And you're doing it with the axe you picked up from Malkith, right?
Mason, is there enough time for Toll to close his eye and focus on him again?
On your turn. Actually, you guys are taking your turn at the same time. That would be your bonus action, so is that what you want to do?
Yes.
You notice somehow Deagle, who has no godly aura, is wielding a weapon that is just coated in Malkith. Like a disgusting amount of his being almost seems to be emanating from the weapon. And Deagle just lifts it up and he swings it. And you can watch as the aura sweeps through this tree. As that one cut, even though the actual blade itself didn't pierce through beyond, like, you know, a few inches, you just see the, like, fibers of the tree get blasted in every direction as it starts to teeter.
Deagle, do you have amnesia?
Nah.
Are you the champion of Malkith, then?
That's my fucking axe.
Quaint. Well, that might be the new god of death. Okay.
Perfect
catch
for a
this
chaotic
boy, human.
neutral.
Let's catch this poor human. So, tree is down, correct?
The tree is starting to teeter, and it is indeed falling. Like, it's to the point where you see it teeter a little bit, and you hear all of the fibers start to snap, as you hear Malkith at the top. What in the bloody hell was that?
Apparently, Malkith, the dwarf said it's my axe.
Still following here!
Don't worry about me joining you!
Oh, quaint. Yes, but unlike him, you don't have someone to catch you. Have fun.
So it takes so it's gonna take 2 turns for him to get all the way to the ground, right?
Yes.
Oh, that last bit in my turn.
Alright. So, what are you gonna do with your last action?
For and help Toll catch Scrib.
Alright. If you're helping me, dwarf, stand in front of me and be prepared to catch a very fast-falling human.
Can I straight up Avatar the Last Airbender this and just use a Manus' blessing to, like...
You could. I mean, you haven't actually... So, currently, out of the, 100 feet you were in the air, you've only fallen about 10 to 15 feet.
Oh, hold on then.
Mason, is there any debris, by the way, of this tree? Like twigs, perhaps?
Not yet.
Yet.
However, you look up and you see a cloud of branches and boughs flying your way.
Ah, perfect. Part 2 of the plan. Dwarf, I'm rather happy that you did this.
Alright, so what's Scrib gonna do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
I'm in free fall, right?
Yes.
Where's Malkith?
The top of the tree he was standing on is currently basically in free fall with you, about 10 feet above you. However, again,
I've got...
you're slightly off center. You're not exactly directly under it. You're a little bit off and to the left.
I've got a crazy idea.
Wait, stop. Let me take a guess in the form of a musical reference.
Well,
Am I right?
hold on. Let me. Yeah, but let me get the.
The technical breakdown of how you want to do this. Let's do this.
I want to get the like just perfect GIF. All right, there isn't. This is just wasting time, but. Hold up. I think I have it. So basically, you know how I shoot air and shit out of my fists when I use Manus' Blessing?
Yup.
I want to do a little space mission of my own.
So
I
you're,
yell down, "I've got an idea!" And I just start swinging against the in the opposite direction as to where opposite cardinal direction as
retrograde to your fall would be the term you're looking for, I think.
As to where Malkuth is, the opposite direction. I start swinging punches filled with Manus' Blessing.
So, this is so nuts. I love this. All right,
What the hell is he doing?
it really only
Trying to
takes
cushion
one.
himself?
You get one right hook just perfect, and you for a second cancel out your momentum. And as you turn to look where Malkuth is, you're falling at about in tandem with him. And you
Do I get
both
over
lock
to
eyes with an absolute oh shit.
I would like to get over to him, and as soon as I get to him, I'd like to grasp onto him and start throwing the rest of my punches.
You have one. So with
I
that,
used
you take
one
a
punch.
you take a second one, and you blast yourself towards him. You're probably got a good, I
What
want
the
to
hell
say
am I
like
witnessing, dwarf?
you're traveling about 30 feet per second at this point. You are like you go from zero momentum to a bullet.
And now, do I get to him, Mason?
Yes,
I
You
would like to use
are
my bonus action.
perfect
for-
intersect.
I would like to use my bonus action for the old one too. Do I have advantage on this?
Yes, because I didn't even expect this, to be honest.
And plus you're
All right,
flying straight towards
these
the
are both
microfucking
haymakers then. Oh, what the sixes?
What is full damage Haymaker with Manus' Blessing?
Do you consider Manus' Blessing to be full damage?
Well, yeah. Honestly, that's probably the best way to handle this right now.
It's 8 plus 6. So 14 plus 2d6, 12. So 20 26.
26? Oh.
Well, technically he does have to make the con save for the Manus' Blessing. Nope, he fails.
Oh my god.
I only made one Manus' Blessing because
Okay. You not only surprise him, you actually hit him hard enough. His mask flies off, and you see, not only you see the massive bruise from your fist on his face.
now we're both in free fall.
You're both basically standing on top of the top of this tree,
Oh,
riding
damn.
it down at terminal velocity.
How'd you like that, Malkith?
He looks at you and he goes, "Two can play that game." And he snaps his finger, and that same great sword appears. And he puts up his right hand, and a slim blue sword appears in it. And both him, his great sword, and him lay into you.
So
You're braced up right now, right?
I am.
I figured. Okay. But only one of those was a hit for the drown.
Wait, aren't you immune to piercing damage?
He's not immune, he has resistance.
Resistant.
So all of that was halved.
I'm not grappling him, right?
Right. So
Okay.
it's 18, 24, 12 damage. I just realized that probably completely topped off your Moxie, didn't it?
Finally, I get a Moxie point back. No, I just have 5 out of 6 now.
He looks at you. Like, this entire assault, you managed to just tank. And he steps back for a second and goes, "Oh, fuck."
You said 12 damage
Yeah.
overall? Oh no, I'm down to, what?
Still well in the 80s.
You know, 97.
He just looks at you and goes, "Oh, fuck. This is
That's
gonna be a little bit harder than I thought."
Scrib, are any of those squirrels still alive on your spear?
Am I even at, like, hearing range at this point?
You're currently, your ears are filled with the sound of you blocking sword hits with your bracers.
You just hear a from the top of the tree, just like as I'm going to town on this guy.
As he is punching out
As
a
it-
floating
as-
ghost sword and Malkieth.
We're just fighting at the top of a fucking chopped tree, and it's falling, and oh my god. I punched my way up to the top of it with airbending. What?
Level of spectacle is unheard of in this right now.
Dwarf, what the hell's going on? What's wrong with humans?
Alright,
Any
it's
response whatsoever?
it's Deagle and Zodel's turn.
So they're just falling on this tree, right?
Yep.
The tree is still cracking and falling over.
I have an idea. So how close
What
is the
was
tree
that?
to the ground?
It's about 50 feet away.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Oh shit, wind column.
Yes, wind wall.
Fuck, I didn't even think. Oh, this fight is ridiculous!
I use wind wall even though it's not popping up. Directly where they're fighting.
Okay, I want you to know. This has completely gone off what I had planned, and this is amazing. So what's your plan with Windwall?
I put it at the base of the tree and decide to let our boy have some more fun. Actually, even better, is Malkia facing the back?
They're
Towards
both
the
in the
ground.
middle,
Hmm.
slugging it out.
What if I were to hit both of them?
What part of the tree are we on right now?
The top.
The very top, where it spreads out into the signature kind of rounded top shape, where the trunk
Oh,
like
like
actually goes out.
where it starts branching out?
Yeah,
Okay, I gotcha.
you're
Okay.
essentially riding a thick trunk down.
Alright, Mason. So I do it right where both Scrib and the Malkiath are, and both of you guys are going to have to take a, let's see here. You have to beat a roll of 17.
On what?
A saving throw for strength.
Windwall.
Oh, strength saving throw.
Fuck.
So where did you put it? Did you put it under or on the tree?
Meets
Under.
it, beats it.
Wait a minute, on the tree?
I was
On
questioning. So
Tree, you say? On the tree, you say?
that's what I thought you meant when you said like I was gonna put it to
Mason?
hit what?
I put it on the tree where they're standing.
If they don't pass that strength, or if they still pass the strength, does it still move them physically?
Yes. It basically reduces the damage.
You just airbended.
What are you trying to do with this wind wall?
He basically
Fun.
just launched you back up in the air.
Oh.
Fun, Scrib! Okay, so what's happened
You just
to
hear a
3d8?
from the top.
So there
Hey,
is
Mason,
now.
what's- Mason, hold on. What's...
No, there is now a falling redwood where the top is cut off.
Would you
Deagle-
say the winds propel the redwood?
Scrib is punching out a god as you just summoned a fucking tornado on top of this falling tree to launch Scrib and the god back up in the air so Scrib can punch him more.
Hold up. What I'm getting from this is that Deagle chopped it one direction, and now, like, with the
Oh
wind wall,
my
it is now
God.
falling in the other direction.
Yes.
Hey, Mason. I have a
essentially.
question. Can I use a spell slot to cast another spell?
No.
Damn it.
The closest you could have is a cantrip as a bonus action.
Hey, Scrib, do me a favor. Throw the bastard further in the air.
He can't hear you.
Can I shout it?
You gotta get close here.
You just summoned a tornado next to him. I don't think he can hear you.
True.
Oh, someone just
All
followed me
you
on
hear,
Twitch?
all
Holy
you hear
shit.
is like that laughing from the top of the canopy.
Actually, it's literally just a wall of wind. It's not even a tornado.
Oh shit! I just skipped Deagle's turn. So
Hold
what's
on,
Deagle
Mason,
doing while
does
this?
that, like, actually shake the tree down towards the ground further?
No, it's still gonna fall at
And,
its normal
what's
rate.
half of 3d8?
Half of 3D. Just roll 3d8 and we'll do half of whatever the result is.
Plus
Okay.
spell modifier. Wait a minute, spell modifier, that's, Wait, spell damage is proficiency plus wisdom, right?
Yes.
Holy Christ.
Right? I'm pretty sure that's right. So it's half of 15, so 7.
Jesus Christ.
You both took 7. So Malkieth and him took 7 damage.
But isn't he braced for it?
It's bludgeoning damage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is halved.
It's
And I get it. No, wait, I don't get a Moxie point back. Never mind.
just a little under that Moxie point. Anyway, what does Deagle do while this spectacle of insanity is happening?
It's falling in the other direction, right?
It's falling away from Deagle, yes.
Casually stroll over to the other direction, take a seat, and wait.
Like, he measures out the like where it's gonna fall and just sit there and wait.
Can't do anything right now, so I'll just wait till it hits the ground.
I'll count that as a preparatory
Cool.
action.
I
Scrib's
see
turn.
what you're doing there.
What's Scrib do at this point? As he has been rocketed back up into the air.
I'm at this point. He's just like grappled onto the guy, like punching with all of his might on him.
Roll for that grapple.
Yeah. This grapple is just to like essentially like connect to him.
So you don't get like a perfect hug on him. However, since you were both launched from the same direction, you're falling generally the same trajectory.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just make the rest of these attacks. One, two, three.
That was was that critical I saw?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was.
So the critical hits, by the
Oh
way.
my god.
Aw. Man, I'm not rolling too well today. No, wait, that's 2d8. Magus' blessing is, 46.
What?
Magus' blessing.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
He has to make a con save for that 13 damage.
Oh no. That's a pass, right?
DC 14? Yeah, he makes it.
Okay. You lay into him, but as much as it would be satisfying to see him get rocketed into the floor ahead of you, he just holds on and sits right there across from you. And as he's falling, he goes for he pulls that sword back off his hip and goes for one quick jab at you.
He misses.
And he's gonna spend the rest preparing to land. And it's now back to the Chucklefucks.
Preparing to land, Malkith.
Don't forget you have a
No.
potion, Toll.
I don't think you're gonna prepare to land.
For God's sake.
I
What?
think you're going to fall.
This is just straight BM at this point.
Hey Mason, look at the regular chat.
Wait, what do you mean regular chat? Oh my god! Okay, so by the way, he is currently like back to 50 feet.
He's about to be 50 feet back to the ground.
Dialing on this chuckle fuck.
Okay, wait. So can we take a second? I have to use the restroom and grab a water. Y'all good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
We
sorry.
need an intermission.
So
This is-
basically, we just saw Zodal summon a storm and is about to fucking smite a god.
Tiffany, this isn't a fight anymore. This is a massacre.
Now do you see what I was thinking, Jake?
Yes.
It's a shame I can't do two spells at once, or else I would have cast Wall of Stone to form a spike right below him. Oh yeah, by the way, Ronnie, I picked up Wall of Stone. Do you like my suggestion, though? Or my idea?
For what?
Cast Wall of Stone, then fucking smite him to the ground. In the form of a point.
I don't get it.
Essentially, I can form Wall of Stone into any shape I want it to be.
Oh, yes, I do like that idea. You're essentially making a, like a hammer out of the tree, and he is the nail.
Well, no, I'm using Lightning Storm, but unfortunately I can't make the Wall of Stone because I don't have the ability to. Because, you know, he's about to fall to the ground. Actually, I should ask Mason that first. Oh my god, I should. Oh my god, I should. Oh! Ronnie! Instead of the tree being the hammer, what if I made lightning the hammer?
Lightning can't enact force.
Ronnie?
Oh my god, I found it.
Ronnie?
What?
If lightning can enact force, can it stop him from falling? Or stun him?
No.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Look at the video, Mason. I found it. That's what I do.
Oh.
Hey Mason,
Yeah?
would you say that lightning causes one to fall faster?
Not really, because lightning's not a physical thing, it's just...
Damn it.
Are you gonna fucking blast Malkieth and...
I actually have an idea. Is
Or-
Malkieth about to land on the ground next turn?
And yet next turn he will land on the ground.
Where is he going to land? Actually, that doesn't matter. I'm actually going to hold back on Call Lightning, come to think of it.
Alright.
And I'm going to conjure up a wall of stone and a spike right where he will land.
What? With what spell?
Wall of stone.
He's creating a
Nail.
out of wall of stone.
Alright.
Right for him to land on, and I shout to the dwarf, Dwarf, if you're going to catch the tree, could you please add a spike to it? Preferably with a god in between.
What's Deagle doing? Just still waiting for this shit to get calmed down?
Yup.
Can I use a bonus action to use my eye?
On?
Malkieth.
Okay. So as you summon the stone pillar, you look towards Malkieth, and you see a like full-on vision of you standing in a barren wasteland. Scrib and Deagle a couple 100 feet away, fending off hordes of enemies. And Malkieth is just... The best way to describe it is it looks like he's using your Thorn Whip, but a super beefy version where he's just straight up shooting thorns out of his hand at you. Or full-on vines. And you see your shield get knocked all the way towards Deagle. As Malkieth, you see a bright blue fire appear in his hand.
Interesting. Not what I was going for, but I can't blame it.
Alright,
I
Scrib.
was curious to see how I could have prevented his death.
You look down as you and Malkieth are falling, and you see a massive fucking stone spike under both of you. And you have about maybe 5 seconds before you hit the ground.
I would like to use my action to grab him.
Alright. Oh, goddamn, I think I know what you're about to do.
I would like to use my action to grapple him.
Oh no.
Oh my god! That fucking modifier.
I finally got a good roll on it.
Oh!
Fuck.
As you go to grapple him, he grabs your hand and just goes, no you don't. And he puts you in a perfect armbar right in the middle of the air.
I would like to use my action to grapple him. My other attack to grapple him. I take him from his armbar. I say, "You don't know who you're dealing with," and I pull him down. And I pick him up. I run to jump off the tree and have him. I want to pile drive him down towards the spike with him under my body, essentially.
So how any enhancements you're doing with this?
Should I just roll like 2 unarmored attacks or something?
No, I've got an idea
You
for
should
this.
do a
fight.
mega dunk with your wind power.
Oh, I know. I'll punch in the opposite direction to give us even more velocity. With Matus's blessing.
Fuck.
All right,
I am New Hampshire smashing this.
please do me a favor. So you're attempting to propel yourself forward with Manus's blessing.
Towards the
Huh.
spike.
Con save.
Me con save?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Oh boy.
That's a good thing. You go, like, you don't just start going a little bit faster. There is, like, a visible trail of air from how fast you're going at this point.
You ever been skydiving?
Alright. I assume you're gonna...
I want him to go into the spike.
At this point, he's just going, no, fucker, no! And he's attempting to get out of your grapple.
Oh.
My modifier is 12.
Can I do a lucky right there?
No! He doesn't do it, no!
Okay, wait.
I got a nat 2 and he still didn't beat it.
I have the perfect sound effect for this.
Please.
Alright.
Oh, I am fully prepared to take all the falling damage that this comes with, by the way.
Alright. Toll, Deagle, he is, at this point, a couple, like, through the speed, he is about to just impact on the ground. You have barely enough time to react.
Is he near the spike?
Oh, he is on perfect alignment with the spike.
Not even terminal
Deagle.
velocity. I am past terminal velocity thanks to the
Deagle,
Venus.
grab the tree, slam it down now. And let me give you a hand. Okay, so I'm gonna try and combo a Thorn Whip, pulling him even further down, along with Deagle's tree shenanigans.
Yes!
You're going to pull him even faster at the ground?
And also put a tree on him?
The tree's gonna be smacking his back, I hope.
I guess I'm rolling a strength check.
Deagle, roll for the Thorn Whip.
That's
What am I-
1d6 plus, or 1d6 plus 9, so that's...
Wait,
Fuck.
no. You still have to roll to see if you hit, don't you?
Yeah, it's a
It's d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh yeah, that's right.
plus
Plus
your
proficiency.
proficiency. So that's a total of plus 9.
So it's d20 plus 9.
Doing the same thing, or am I rolling
Any
something
objections,
completely
Mason?
different?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
You yanked them even faster. Alright, and then for Deagle, just straight strength check.
It's 2d6 damage.
It's 2d6?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
because
that's right. I'm 5th
your
level.
cantrips upgrade.
Okay, so
Oh! Oh my god!
What were you doing with that?
When he was gonna jump up and slam the tree down.
okay,
Now,
so that
Please,
14
guys, please
that's-
remember that I am on this guy's back, rocketing down towards him.
Oh
towards
my
the spike.
god. 1 second, where's the stream? Where's the VOD? I need to clip that immediately.
Hold on, so we're both pulling Scrib and the boss onto the spike and slamming them down.
Yeah.
Scrib, why didn't you let go? Wait, can you make
Can
a
I
reaction?
say I let go?
Oh, I figured you were gonna wait right till you were about to hit the bottom and just roll out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I was
Okay,
one step ahead. I knew that
so
was coming.
what's the damage for Deagle's roll?
So
What's the damage for tree hammer spike?
okay, that's what
Terminal
I'm gonna
velocity
say.
plus?
So the final thing, I need you to roll acrobatics and athletics. Because you're essentially attempting to go from terminal velocity to not dying.
Acrobatics and athletics?
Yes.
Ooh, that's not very good.
Lucky.
No, he. So you don't pull any perfect like rolling landings or anything, but you manage at the last second to pull yourself just out of the way of the spike.
Good.
And as you do, you just hear the sickening noise of a man wearing plate mail armor being impaled on a rock as the splintering of a tree hammers down on him, and you just hear the as every one of those branches falls off.
Ugh.
And what's the noise Malkieth makes?
It is an ungodly, just. If he was anything else, it would be a death knell. It's a mix of gurgling, screaming, agony, anger, and most of all, surprise.
So he takes 14 damage from Thorn Whip, that much damage from Tree Hammer. Does the impact of the tree hitting him down do anything?
Oh, that was including the tree. That all those D100s were parts of your plan that worked.
Do I take any falling damage?
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a second. But so the breakdown of that D100. The first D100 is the spike. The second is the Thorn Whip plus Scrib. The third is Deagle's hammer.
The tree.
So yeah, yours is you only really fell uninterrupted for like 30 to 40 feet. So 4d10.
Halved.
Halved, yeah, because of your fucking.
Technically, Deagle has it too.
Hey Jake, any response to this?
Oh, I'm just watching it all.
This is the most fucking anime-ass battle I have ever had in D&D.
It wasn't even supposed to be this anime ass shit. I'm surprised it became this, especially with this party.
What do you mean you're surprised? We've been doing this throughout the campaign. We've just been saving the fun stuff for the end.
Wait, wrong one. Sorry.
Oh, if only I could have art of this entire battle.
Please send this to Gavin.
I'm already saving the VOD. I'm making sure this doesn't go away.
Please tell him to make it in. Can he do animations? Oh my god, if he can do animations.
I don't know if the animations would work out too well. That like past anime shit was already like a half hour or more.
It was a while. Anyway, so at this point, you see Malkieth like.
Can we please get a fucking D&D green text into this post?
Yes. Oh, by the way, hey
Shit.
Mason, do you want to know that a wall of stone has properties as if it were an object to be hit against?
It does?
Meaning it has an armor class of 15 and 30 hit points per inch of thickness.
Are you trying to say that the stone
Yes.
would have shattered from this impact as well.
Oh
Possibly.
yeah, it's stone.
Oh my god.
Which means it's going to splinter into him.
You. All you see from under the rubble, as you all catch your breath, in all of the stupidity that has just happened, is a massive explosion blasting all of the wood aside. And
Can
you
I
see,
grab a stick in the air?
yes, and you see Malkuth standing up, going, "Oh, you sons of bitches!
Are you impressed, Malkith?
Oh, this is some bullshit I'd expect from the other gods."
Or just scream, "Why won't you die?"
Malkith,
you
not to hurt your feelings, but you have to admit that was pretty impressive.
It was fucking awesome.
I can't believe I actually got to send the squirrels on a space mission.
You see him try and catch his breath, but just every breath, more blood is being hacked up. He looks at you and goes, "I think I realized why this isn't working." He reaches his hand out, and like an ordinary-looking staff appears, and he goes, "This is my realm. It's time I started acting like it." And he slams it on the ground, and you find yourself no longer in the throne room, or at least Hyotl doesn't. Scrib and Deagle see the walls of the throne room collapse as they find themselves surrounded by nothing but just wasteland and a lot of angry cultists.
Reggie?
And Hyotl is staring down Malkuth, who is looking extraordinarily excited.
Malkith. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw one of these in my visions.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Let's see how that
Let me
pans
guess,
out.
you're going to use some very powerful thorn whips, aren't you now?
We'll see. And, alright, Scrib's turn.
You didn't roll the falling damage.
For you?
4d10, I think you said.
Yeah, halved. So, 37 to
So that's
18.
Yeah, 18.
What's your health at right now?
94 minus 18.
Oh, it's not popping up for me that you guys are changing it. I'll just have to
I
keep
haven't been
asking.
changing it in GM.
Oh, you've been doing it in Roll20?
I have.
Okay. Alright, so what do you do?
76. It's 76.
76? Alright. So what do you do faced with this? You're
I just-
almost completely encircled, and you have absolutely no idea which direction Malkuth took.
I say, yo, Deagle,
Yo,
you feeling like flying?
Let's
Come
do
here,
this.
come here, bud. And I pick him up, and I start punching and flying away.
Hey,
You
Mason,
cannot-
how
you can-
instant was the changing event?
It was like popping. Like it wasn't even a physical change. You just,
This
I want to say
Mary
blink of an eye,
Poppins
but
type
it's
shit.
not even that. But it wasn't even, that would be too slow for it.
So it was very fast.
Yes.
Did you hear
Perfect.
me, Mason?
Yeah, you're gonna start trying to just get some height.
Yeah, we're flying over the cultist crowd.
All right.
I have achieved flight.
At this point,
is just batshit insane.
Malkuth looks over, and he goes, "Oh yes, and about your friends."
Hmm.
and he snaps his finger, and you see a from where you're standing, you just see a massive pillar of fire shoot out. And you hear the screams of, like, not just a couple people, not like 10 or 20, but like hundreds of people just getting immolated.
Are you sure you want to exhaust yourself this much?
He goes, oh, I haven't had this much fun in so long.
What, you haven't had a good fight? To think. You could have been an actually good person and God. Why did you go down your path? Why did you bar everyone from heaven? What madness drove you?
At this point,
You were once like me.
he puts both his swords away, and he reaches on his back and pulls out a massive bone scythe, and he grabs it with both hands and he charges you.
And Mason, that's where I call the world, though.
Oh, fuck! Just one turn
on,
back.
Give him a chance.
I'm going to turn back to right when he pulls out the staff.
Oh, god damn it!
Give him a chance.
Hey, I know that staff, I think.
So, did we pull back?
Yes, you pop
Right
back.
as he pulls out the staff, I activate the ability of my Moonlight Great Spear.
Oh. It's a scythe, by the way. I don't know if I misspoke.
I make the ability effect and shoot the Moonlight Beam directly at as he pulls out his scythe, directed straight towards it.
What's the roll on that?
Wait, did he teleport back to before we got teleported?
No, he went back like a second.
There's not really a roll.
Okay.
We're just treated like a spell.
It should say, like...
It says each creature in that area... Yeah, it's a magical burst on a 30-foot cone in front of you. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, that's definitely not gonna pass it. How much damage does he take?
He takes 4d6 force damage on a failed save.
46. 4d6.
And also, I'm aiming directly at his hand with his staff. Or his scythe.
So you're trying to blast it out of his hand?
I'm not trying to just blast it out of its hand, I'm trying to destroy it.
You see the scythe. You know what? He's gonna attempt to hold on to this. He fails. He looks at you like, how? He didn't. There's no
I
fucking...
did.
No.
I did. Malkieth, would you like to be a bit enlightened about something? I'm no fool. I know that you're going to kill me with that scythe.
Oh.
I've seen it. Why would I let you have your fun and make this your game? By the way, how about we don't have this your game? I'm going to overcast a spell.
What?
I'm overcasting a spell.
Oh, god damn it. What are you overcasting?
It is a wonderful spell. Can I... It won't let me click on it, but it is known as Geese. Geese.
Yes.
Geas. On him.
Let me find it.
And I'm overcasting it to give it the added effect of hopefully making it harder for him to do the wisdom check.
So what are you doing?
I'm basically overcasting it so that he has to do a wisdom check with disadvantage.
Omaya wa shinderu.
Alright. What do I have to roll to...
You have to beat my spell save DC, so 17.
On what kind of save? Enter wisdom?
Wisdom. Wait, hold on. Spell save DC. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
but it's with disadvantage. Oh, he has to do. I did an overcast for a disadvantage roll.
Oh shit. So he now has what is the command you're giving him?
It's a very simple command. Forget about your scythe. Actually, no, even better. Grab your scythe, Malkieth, and gut yourself with it.
Suicidal commands in the Gios. Abate,
Yeah.
it straight up says any command that is suicidal or self-detrimental cause the
Yeah,
Gios to
that's-
end.
Oh. Okay. Then shit,
Alright.
yeah, never mind. Forget about your scythe.
So, Scrib and Deagle, y'all are flying, and as you
Destroy
are,
the scythe.
you see a massive cone of fire engulf the area near you. Like, if you had not jumped up in the air...
Wait a minute. Hold on. But didn't I just, like, go back in time before he summoned that shit?
Oh,
That's what I was
I
asking.
thought you only went back to as he pulled out the scythe.
Oh, no, I thought we were just going back in time before he pulled out the scythe to change everything because he said the staff was a scythe.
No, he does. He just snaps his fingers in that hat. Like that is.
Oh, well, okay, then I do it with the scythe.
Yeah, that would have happened either way. He casted it like a cantrip. Like it was that.
We are flying!
Yes.
However, you do now have a decent idea of where Malkieth's at, and that big mob cleared itself out.
What, they just casted some kind of fire thing on themselves?
It appears that way.
I start punching towards the direction of Malkieth.
He is so far off right now that he's just a blip on the horizon for you. However, with how fast you are, that's kind of a non-issue. Is Deagle just holding on for the ride at this point?
Till we get closer, yes.
3 punches per round. You just tell me how much Moxie it costs.
It's gonna cost, I think right now, only 2 Moxie.
1 Moxie and 1 Manus' Blessing because I get
Oh yeah, true.
2 back.
Alright. At this point, Malkieth just looks at Deagle and shakes his head. He goes, "How did you know I was about to pull my scythe out?"
Well, 1, I'm not Deagle. And 2, for me to know, well, I mean, you're not gonna find out. Still, I want to know one thing from you. Why did you go on your path? You had something. You did something revolutionary. You were doing something good. Why just ignore all laws of nature and just bar everyone from any rest?
You act as if that isn't what I did originally. Do you think that I resurrected some random tiefling because I felt so bad that was the first time I'd failed? Granted, it was one of the reasons. But I looked at that opportunity with my apprentice, and he told me, if we could do this, we could save no one would have to feel grief. And as I grew in that position as a god, I realized everyone in this world is just so deeply fucking disturbed. People are literally fighting wars over centimeters of land, over whose last name they own. It's fucking pathetic. The kings are shitty, their soldiers are fucking murdering thousands in their name. Oh, but they followed some code of honor that still somehow allowed the slaughter of innocents. Fucking revolutionary. Bravo! I'm so proud of you. You went and gave me some dollars while you were out killing the local peasantry. Oh, but you left one of my priests alive. I suppose I should just bow down and suck their fucking cocks when they come into my domain, shouldn't I? And at this, he
Why
seems
children?
extraordinarily upset. And he pulls out 2 of his swords and starts laying into you, ignoring your command to pick up his scythe, by the way, which hurts him. How many of those were hits?
1.
One, was it?
The Sword of Kos. Hold on. So that's 18 or 17?
17.
Shit. That's a heavy hit. Then why children? Those to be born just to die almost instantly.
The sins of the father.
Excuse me? A being pure and innocent, and you claim the sins of the father? No, I was making a mistake when I said you were like me. No. You're worse. Far worse.
You're no better. You attribute to all of humanity what happened to your fucking village. You carry out this crusade.
Village. Crusade? You know nothing of me. I haven't killed a single soul up until this journey. All those were just lies to even see if you knew anything about me.
May I just cut in for a second? We're in the middle of this epic battle, and they're just having a,
Pretty much.
casual
While
conversation.
duking it out, granted.
Pretty much.
In the background,
Fallout?
like there's just a scrib rocket going towards them.
Just
Definitely not trying to buy some time. I'm not lying. Definitely not trying to distract a Mason, by the way. Not trying to buy time whatsoever.
Deagle and Strip. So you're going you're ridiculously fast at this point, and you get within full vision, and you see Hyotl just get Malkuth charge him, dual wielding 2. His left sword is glowing a bright blue, and the sword in his right hand is glowing just disturbing mustard gold as it stabs into him, and you just see the same swath of energy that cut through the tree cut into Zotl.
Still, Malkuth, you haven't answered my question.
And at this point, the Scrib rocket has come within range for touchdown. How are y'all gonna do this?
Minutes, well, no, seconds before on the descent, I ask, Deagle, we're about to touch down. How do you want to do this?
What I'm gonna do is how far away from Malkuth are we?
You are about, at the point that he's asking you, you're about 50 feet out. You got about 4 seconds before you touch down, right on top of him.
What I'm gonna do is, I want you to give me one last boost so I get some air on this fucker.
Can do, Pally, and
I'll
take
come in
him.
high, you going low.
Take him from my shoulder, I guess, into my hands, and then I force him out with another Manus' blessing.
All right, what are you doing at this point, Deagle?
I get ready for a massive overhead attack, putting all I can into it. And I have no idea how long this is going to take. Wait, am I able to make an attack within this turn, or no?
Yes, you have total license to go for a round of attacks within this turn.
Wait, does this guy have the Sword of Cass?
Yes.
Huh.
I guess that overhead attack, I'm gonna use that and, you know, go for the head.
Reckless attack raging.
Oh
Yes.
my god. This is a new definition of reckless attack, by the way.
Wait, does he also have the velocity of a missile?
Not
Football.
It's, yeah, like a perfectly spiraled football.
That might help him a little bit, just a bit. How heavy are you again?
About 250 pounds. Shit, the force of my body weight alone could probably kill him from that speed.
And this is
So-
what it's like to play a spellcaster with two beefy boys. Wonderful.
So what am I rolling to do this?
So for the 3 attacks, first off, so roll to hit on those with advantage because Abate was completely distracting him at this point.
So D20 plus 10.
Yep. So 3d20 plus 10 because, you know, you did have advantage entirely.
Wouldn't it be 6d20
Yeah.
because of the 3 attacks?
Yep, 60-20 plus 10, please.
Press the up arrow to get to previous rolls.
Oh, he just rolled them all at once. Okay, that makes my life easier. So, that's 1 hit. That's 2 hits. All 3 hit.
Oh. Oh, great. So now what?
How much damage is his weapon?
Yeah, what is the damage on your weapon? Are you hitting with the one Malkeith had? Or or the one you got? Or your personal one?
I'm taking Malkeith, so I have no idea what the damage is for that.
I'll roll it real fast.
Does
So-
he? First of all, does he get any bonus from the velocity?
Yeah, I'll put that in a second.
If this is with Deagle's stuff,
Deagle
this
has the
setting-
same modifier. Like, as weird as it sounds, they have the same strength modifier. It's 8.
But it's also like a +2 damage, right?
Yeah.
To each.
I really
And
wanna
also
see
raging.
Malthia's stat line.
So add another 5 to each, I think.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's almost 100 damage. No, I'm not even joking. Like, that's almost... Plus the damage from the velocity, and I assume Deagle's not, like, trying to roll out. Are you hitting and planting?
I'm going full force.
We're fucking bullets. We're just bullets.
Not even a bullet, I'm like a fucking, like, car flying through the wind.
And that's how hoverboards were made.
It's like if you just fucking threw a brick.
At this point, Malkeith just is on the ground in agony, going, God damn it! Every fucking time I manage!
Oh, how is Scrib's velocity at this point, by the way?
Yeah, I'm assuming you were gonna Manus Blessing to slow yourself down so you don't take a fuckload of damage again.
Yeah, I Manus Blessing, like,
Oh, yeah.
Deagle forward, and I guess that would have had the opposite effect on me, so I kind of would have
Yeah.
like, slowed down a bit.
And you take what's half of 27?
13.5.
Alright, you take 13 damage from the fall, by the way.
That's fine.
Oh my god, Malkeith is just on the ground in agony. Just, you son of a bitch. like he is just in agony.
Hey Mason, while all this madness is happening, can I quickly just take a swig of the potion of healing?
Yeah.
So how much healing is that?
Isn't it what 2d8?
Can I lucky that?
Yeah.
Hold up. I have the stats. I have the stats on the potions. You're rolling it wrong.
Is it?
I am.
Okay.
It's 8d4 plus 2.
84 plus 2.
Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah.
Make sure you don't use up that lucky point, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not. I have 3 uses still.
So. Ah, Jesus. So as y'all are being crazy, you swig the potion. Deagle rolls out of that hit, taking just as much as Malkieth did, except, you know, not from the axe. And Scrib lands. Malkieth stands back up.
Full on superhero, like, skid landing. Just like.
Do the superhero landing, even though it's bad on the knees.
And he takes a single. His scythe appears back in his hand, and he takes a single swing at Hyotl. Please roll a con save.
A con save.
Yep.
Oh my.
Oh.
And
Oh.
just like that, times hourglass.
Actually, before you use the hourglass.
Actually, can I do a lucky on that roll?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So what so
Lucky.
he hits
once.
you, but you don't feel physical pain. Instead, you feel off. And you see a couple of grains of sand fall through the hourglass without you using it yet. Are you still gonna hit it?
No. I'm going to stop.
Ooh. Did I figure out what your little secret was?
So,
Perhaps, but you really shouldn't leave yourself open like that. Can I retaliate?
Yes.
Hey there, Malkieth. Right in his face.
He just has this big grin that goes, "Really? I'm done pretending that your little stunts hurt."
It's not supposed to hurt, dumbass. Does the cloud cover his vision?
It appears to.
I'm gonna wrench myself free from his scythe.
Please roll an athletics saving throw. Oh, you just have to beat that 9. That's not too bad.
Athletics saving throw with strength?
Yep.
Fuck. Can I lucky?
How?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you get out of it.
Okay, good. Now. That's not actually my turn, is it?
No.
So is that Malkieth's turn over?
So at this point, he stands up and he looks at everyone and he goes, "Listen. He stands up and he wrenches the scythe out of your shoulder.
I thought I wrenched it out of my own shoulder.
Oh,
and stepped
yeah.
back.
As you wrench it out, he goes, "Alright. All of you. As much as I want to keep this fight going, I can't afford to kill any of you. And you're pretty damn close, Kyoto. So if you could all do me the favor and skip to the part where you bow down to me, that'd be fucking amazing.
So Mason, is this the Time's Hourglass constantly losing sand?
Yep, ever since you were hit, it's just been falling out.
Yes.
Is it possible for me to remove it from my being?
It's the hourglass is only gone when you are.
Damn.
He just looks at you and goes, "Oh, look at that! I seem to be holding Kyoto hostage. His life is gonna tick away every second that we keep this fight up. And sure, as a lizard man, he may have a couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 years in him. But that hourglass, man, something tells me it's just speeding this up all that more. Don't you want to try and hit it to see if it'll remove this little curse I put on you?"
Newspaper.
Newspaper?
I clog it with the newspaper to stop the sand.
What?
That... He just stares at you as the sand just flows through the newspaper.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
What's unfortunate is that you thought that would work.
Yeah,
You're
it
a
normally does.
librarian of the high...
You seem to forget that I'm actually only 20 years old.
Can I sneak out my the spear at this point?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to throw on the invisibility cloak too?
It takes a whole rest to recharge. It's almost done
That's
now.
out of the question. Okay.
Wait a minute. What if I
Can I
just
just
turned it up?
throw the spear at him?
Mason?
With the squirt, what are you trying to do?
He's significantly weakened at this point, right?
You guys have done a number on him.
Mason?
His chest is still a gaping cavity from, yeah?
Can I just flip it upside down?
Flip what upside... You can attempt that.
Why don't I try it?
Nothing changes. It's still just it's still flowing at the same rate.
But is it flowing backwards?
No.
Fuck. Alright, well. On to your guys' plan.
He looks at you like, I've never been so disappointed. Okay, alright. Full stop. All of you. And he snaps his finger and the hourglass stops slowing down. He goes, "Listen. I'm going to tell you what I told Scrib. Or Kyoto. God damn it. I fucking did a number on my head, by the way. Good job, Scrib. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I am not the only god that was reawakened. Not only am I not the only god that was reawakened, I'm the only one that's just been chilling in my realm, pretty much leaving everyone alone.
Yes. I'm aware of the Chaos Gods. You think
It's
I'm a
not just
fool.
fucking chaos. Okay.
Sure. the
are
Chaos
none of
Gods
us going to
only wants
question?
a void.
Are none of us going to question how Deagle just picked up and used an axe that was designed for only my followers? He is not any of my followers.
It's my axe.
Granted, it has your family sigil on it, yes.
Okay, axe. You thief.
And may I ask, Scrib, those are the forgotten bracers. Forgotten! As in, they existed outside of time and space for a little bit because I couldn't find them.
What?
Those...
No reaction to the spear with the squirrels on it.
No, I know of the spear. I don't understand the squirrels, and I know damn well that you were gonna try and kill me, but I have so many questions about suddenly Deagle's able to fight like it's no big deal. You're over here wielding a forgotten weapon, again, scrubbed from history. Something isn't adding up here.
You fight like a bitch.
Yeah, you would. Why are we talking?
Because...
Hold on.
I-
That's a religion rule, Mason. I'm pulling up anything.
Everything he's saying sounds about right. You remember that the Forgotten Bracers are named so because after the burial of Hiltul Shaka, they've never been seen since. Not even in his own tomb. On top of that, you do happen to remember a single god whose ability matches exactly what Deagle suddenly managed to do.
What was his name?
Chasmodius.
And what was he the god of?
He was the god of knowledge. Except, unlike the current one who catalogs, he hid.
I just got
hid
these
himself
stupid
away?
reasons from some tiefling in a tomb.
Some,
There was
So
supposed
he
to be a
hid
staff
himself
there.
away?
Oh, and what did he do with that staff?
I don't know. He said he was keeping it for himself.
And, what did he tell you to call him?
Honestly, I don't remember that, Mason.
What was
He-
his name?
Kaz.
He said Kez.
Huh.
Chasmodius.
Suspiciously, one of my biggest rifles, who also, I might add, is the one who originally informed me of some of the very magics I'm using right now, happens to be aiding you.
What did you do to piss that guy off?
Nothing. In fact, if you'll finally hear me out for at least a second...
It's hard to hear someone out when they say sins of the father for children.
I...
No
It's hard to
being
hear someone out when they're evil.
is born with evil in their hearts unless it's a fucking Taras.
Take your
And those
morals
things
to the...
are
s-
myth.
Take your morals to the side and understand. For 1 second. Who was there when you first saw me and he has massive air quotes, resurrected?
The Typhling. And your assistant.
Which one was my assistant?
Mason, I do not remember this. This was a while, remember?
It was 2 Typhlings. And it was also the god of judgments. He goes, now, here's a funny thing. No one in my service retains their abilities their god gave them. You know who does retain the abilities of their god, however? Chasmodius. I propose we make a small deal. I don't want to be in this world any longer than you do. While at first I saw this reawakening as a chance to stick my feet back in the world and rebuild it in my name, I must admit, none of you were a blip on my radar. Right now, there are battles going on in my realm, much bigger than than the 2 of us fighting, than the 4 of us. I apologize. There are near gods running around, slaying hordes of my men with single punches. I can't do shit anymore.
And yet you can amass an army here.
Yes, because you know what happens when you're the god of the dead? There's an awful lot of people who die.
Malkith. We have no reason to trust you. You do understand that. You made blatant lies about me, even proclaiming that I've killed people in the past when I never truly have, up until this damned journey.
I was going off of what I assumed.
You assume? Does that make you any better?
And as this is going on, you just see someone. You see the spear pierce Malkith's heart. And a tiefling walk out from behind him and go, Jesus fucking Christ, he just won't shut up.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh my god. On and on and on and on and on. Thank you.
And
Odious?
The one and only.
Why are you here?
Wait, hold up. What kind of spear did he get stabbed with?
Well, you notice there's a couple squirrels hanging off of it.
oh, bitch.
Cosmodius, why are you here? What's
I
happening? Is there
sent
just more
Scrib
chaos?
on a very simple job, backed up by Deagle, and I figured the fucking second coming of Kronos himself would be able to help him. And you let him sit there and drain your fucking hourglass. You've lost 100 years off of your lifespan, Kyotl.
I can't fix it. I'm basically dead.
Okay, your standard lifespan is 1,000 years. It's like getting a human losing 10 years, but still, for the love of God.
Do I notice if the squirrel trick on the spears worked?
Chasmodius himself is holding the spear. As you just see Malkith's body start to completely disintegrate and float away in the wind.
Guys, you do know what happens when you use that spear, right?
The rules bend when you're an all-powerful fuck. Okay. First off,
Is there any way to stop my hourglass? I
it,
can't make sense of this.
you know what? I would
You tried turning it over.
I would love to stop your hourglass, but it just so happened since you let him keep going, his spell can only be undone by him. And had he kept going, he would have managed to kill all of you. At which point he goes, and by the way, Teagle, I need to give you your reward. Please.
Can I finally be 6'5"?
Yes, just please walk towards me.
Can
And
I
he'll-
do a...
He puts his hand on and goes, hand me the staff.
Can
Or
I do
the...
an insight check
Yeah,
to see his intent?
go ahead. He's lying through his teeth.
Don't hand him the staff.
I just
Do I notice
want...
that my hourglass stop?
Your hourglass actually hasn't moved since Malkith said he would stop it.
Don't hand him the staff.
All I want is that fucking great axe.
No, you don't. You want more. You want much more.
Or,
I'm afraid we might have been wrong this time. Malkith may have been right.
Can I walk up and pick up the spear and say, you know, Malchius said that there was a god rival kind of looking for him.
yeah, several of his rivals were. There was me. Four different gods were looking to kill him. Congratulations.
Hey Mason,
Yeah?
is my hourglass essentially fixed?
It's been fine since Malkith said he would stop it.
I'm gonna go back in time before he's stabbed.
You're popping back in time?
Yes.
So,
Malkith, behind you.
at this point, Scrib, You blink, and suddenly Malkia's standing up, and he just jabbed the spear inside of the Tiefling's head. However, at this point, you see them both disintegrating, with Malkia having this big grin on his face as he says, "Gotcha, bitch."
You're welcome, Malkieth. Thank you for stopping the spell.
He goes, oh, "You don't know how good it feels to kill this motherfucker."
But aren't you going to go now?
Casmodius' face is just terror.
I'm sorry,
You both
Casmodius.
disintegrate in there.
I'm sorry, Casmodius, but I
At
know
this
a liar
point-
when I see one.
The realm, like, the ground you're standing on starts to just kind of dissolve a little bit. Like, you see glimpses of the frozen tundra from where you originally started. Not like, but from where you were kidnapped. It's as if the realm itself has fallen apart with you in it. And within a couple of seconds, you find yourself standing bloody, bruised, the fucking shit kicked out of you, standing right in front of the Citadel. And there's a lot of Slayers excited as hell to see you.
Well, that's
There's
two
like
gods
chanting,
dead.
like people run up and hug you.
Script.
And
This is
the
not.
first
Oh,
thing
hey,
someone
guys.
says is, "Wait, if you're here, does that mean you managed it?"
Oh yeah, the squirrel thing. Yeah, it worked perfectly.
Sorry, my headphone came unplugged.
Yeah, the squirrel thing. Yeah, it worked perfectly.
So what? Marcus gone for good?
Enough! Zodal screams. There are
What?
worse things afoot.
We know.
Malkieth is not the only one back. There are more problems.
At this
I
point, you see the wind goddess herself appear. And she goes, "Hyoto, we know. Malkieth and Kazim."
Asmodeus is dead with him, though.
I know.
I gave him that chance.
And she turns to Deagle, and she smiles and extends her hand, and goes, "Would you like to join a real brotherhood?
What kind of brotherhood?
The kind where you get paid to go fuck shit up all around the world?"
No thanks.
Really? What are your
I
plans
do
from
too.
here on?
I look behind me and say, there's better things than money. Besides, I'll fuck shit up for free.
Bravo.
Wait, what's behind Deagle?
He's just looking off into the wastes.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I thought you and Scrib were behind me.
Oh.
What's your sentimentality?
Oh.
Just that you look at Scriven's toll.
Oh, I thought you guys would be behind me, so I decided to make it easier.
I mean, I thought you would step forward, honestly.
Okay, well, he steps forward and looks back with a long grin and just a family. And at this point, she also goes, "We know. We've dispatched everyone who can."
What is of my home?
Your home?
What is of my home? I
Um,
have something to take care of.
last we'd
Hopefully for
heard,
peace.
well, there's actually supposed to be a trade expedition heading down soon. In fact,
Trade expedition? From where?
from here, we were pushing to open trade lanes, and somehow, after we sent down one of our dragonkin and one of our lizardkin, they allowed us to send an envoy. And on that envoy, Scrib, we need you.
One last thing, though. I have a promise to make to a certain gnome in a tower.
Oh. Back in Schaldsport?
Mm-hmm.
Get some rest, and then head out.
I promised him something. And
So
Scrib,
is
we
some-
need to speak.
We're just establishing a trade connection for that one.
We're doing more than establishing a trade connection.
We're
We're
opening
bringing
diplomatic
the beast of
lanes.
war.
Just for reference, is that place is completely foreign, right? Is it mapped out?
Well, I mean,
For
not
the
by your
most
kind.
part. However, Scrib, on that note, we don't know how long the expedition will take to launch. However, the northern wastes, the orcs, and, surprisingly, the remaining Ceolian nobles have put aside a large sum of money. They want to explore Borealis.
So you giving me the choice of this?
It's your choice. They unofficially are looking for a cartographer to join the expedition, and officially are looking for an escort.
Huh.
I'd like to fulfill both by sending one man, save them some money.
Well,
Scrib,
hold up.
it's up to you.
Me and Toll gotta talk first.
The expedition will not launch for at least another 5 years.
Oh,
Something
what?
about boats and the state of the winds. I'm not. She leans down. She goes, "I'm an elemental. I'm not exactly well versed in traversing the seas."
So this is more of a offer to come, and I can work on the other thing right now.
Yes.
This is
How about-
more. Well, Scrib, if you're ready to talk or make your decision, do what you may. I'll be waiting for you.
No, we can talk right now.
This is something you might want to private.
Oh, do you mind, Manus?
She just disappears at that.
Are the people still around us?
No, they've started to clear off a little bit.
All right, what'd you have in
I
mind?
wait till they're at a good distance. Scrib, this is going to be hard for me to tell you, but your family's dead. Your home is gone.
What?
Malkieth
Roxanne?
raised your family.
What?
Malkieth raised your family. Just as he did mine.
Raised?
Yes, he had them torture me.
RAZED, not RAISED.
No, it's RASID. He raised
Yeah,
them
but-
like zombies.
Oh, okay. I
What?
thought you meant by raise, you meant just burnt them to the fucking ground.
What I'm trying to tell you is,
But my pop, he's out of town all the time. There's no way. What?
Scrib, my father was a legendary beast tamer. He tamed an alpha T-Rex that saved my life, and still to this day I'm indebted to her as she is my guardian. Heroes can fall. It's hard, I know. Harder for you, perhaps because you knew them, but they're gone, Scrib.
What about Rockton?
It's gone. It's all gone. He targeted the human lands of the North first. What if it wasn't even him? What if it could have been one of the other gods unleashed? Something even worse. Maybe even Chasmodius. Who knows? Things are about to get darker. We just tipped the iceberg.
At this point, like Scrib's definitely like just like face palming, sitting down in the snow.
Zodal's trying to comfort him, like putting a shoulder on his hand. Or his shoulder on his, or his hand on his
And
shoulder.
on his own.
Holy shit.
But you're gonna have to forgive me. I need it. I need a sec.
Anytime.
My
I know it's like
To-
lose some.
my dad's the whole reason I'm out here. You know.
Yeah, I know. What do you think I'm out here? Trying to protect what I have left. My people, they may demonize me, they may hate me, they may be afraid of me because of the lies of a man who's fearful of me himself. All because I have something he does. Power. Doesn't make it any different. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't stop.
Malkeith did this?
I don't know who did it. All I know is that he was dead. For what I know, Malkeith could have just raised him. He raised my father as a chance to coerce me.
How do you know this is even true? Where'd you learn this?
When I was being hammered and beaten and slashed open. Time is different in Malkeith's realm. I had a good time to learn that.
So why not use time, whatever, and go back to when it wasn't?
Because I don't know if I can even go that far.
Can you try? This is my family we're talking about. You care about
Scrib.
this, man.
Scrib. If I use this and go back any further to such a time as that, I will wither away and die. And though I would love to make that sacrifice, unfortunately I feel as if I need to be here. I don't want to tell you this way, but sometimes we have to make sacrifices. And sometimes we have to pay a price.
Toe, I'm gonna be completely honest. I am pissed off right
I
now.
know. Why don't you direct that anger towards whoever killed him?
Yeah.
People
You know what?
say vengeance isn't a noble goal, but it
How
can be
about-
if used properly.
I think I'm going to Rockton. Right now. Just directly there, and I'm digging up whatever evidence I can find. Finding that bastard who killed me mom and pop. And me gang. And I am giving them the same rocket fist I gave to Malkeith today. I killed a god. I can kill another. And then
Sotul continues to put his hand on Grib's shoulder.
Scrib kind of like shoves it off and starts heading out.
Scrib, you're not going alone on this venture. We have 5 years, don't we?
I thought Minus needed you for that, for your home.
She does, possibly, possibly not. We might have to put a damper on that one for now. Because I'm not going to my home without you, and I am working with you, no
Well.
matter what through this.
You can let her know that I ain't exactly stopping. I'm heading out right now, and whether or not you or Deagle follow me, or any of those monastery freaks, I am chasing this anger.
I interrupt. Can we just go down to the pub and talk this out like civilized blokes? It's been a long day.
Deagle.
Civilized? Civilized. Dwarf. What
At this
guides
point,
you?
Scrib just starts like stomping out towards the direction.
Dwarf follow. I wanted to ask you something. What guides you? Why do you do the things that you do? Do you not have a home or people?
They're all gone. Thanks to Malkeith.
Your only thing was to kill Malkeith. Was that your drive? Was there something else behind it? Because, like Malkith said, there's something odd about you. Anything you're willing to share? I won't lie, over this time you've gained my trust.
I have nothing to say. Well, I do have something to say. I
What?
need a pint.
I'm going to follow Squib. Make sure he doesn't get himself into death or capture.
And I shall follow as well, and I will stop at the nearest pub.
At this point,
Very
Maine
well.
is materialized in front of you. She goes, you might not want to do that.
In front of who?
In front of Deagle and Yotel.
Why?
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let a man realize that everything's falling apart. Let him chase it. It won't lead him far.
That's the first good human I've ever seen before, and I'm just going to let him go?
Right now, you're gonna have to. To follow him there is not going to help.
Will he be fine on his own?
You just saw him rocket punch a fucking god.
Malkiev was the least of it, though. I'm sure you understand my fears.
The world-ending fears started with Malkith, and they're going to end with him. While, yes, we have to deal with gods flooding back in from the abyss.
But why was Chasmodius about trying to grab a staff from him?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but Malkith was a walking arsenal. So is Chasmodius, or was. His goal was to stockpile every legendary and rare weapon. That way, when he marched back on with his army, each of them would be equipped with something unique. For example, Deagle, that armor of yours that makes it almost impossible for me to look at you. He was planning on giving it to one of his top assassins. He was going to have him slide into every god during a fight and slit their throats. And you were his test. And it worked.
Goddess, could I ask a favor then? Please send me to Schultzbite quickly. Before I try to change my mind. And not take your advice.
There's already a carriage waiting. The gnome was overjoyed.
I hope his happiness can help my melancholy.
We'll hold the expedition a few days.
Thank you. I'm sure it should go smoothly with my presence there. Not many gods want to tangle with me anyways.
Oh, they're quite terrified of you. One mention of your name and a couple people seem to walk away.
They're afraid I might do something drastic because I'm young and stronger than most.
Well then.
Well, speaking of which, how's the demon?
The demon?
Oh, you... I thought you knew everything that went on, but I guess you didn't. Malkith foolishly tossed me an artifact that directly connected me to Kronos. And I met a demon there who gave me my two powerful boons. He said he'd hope to talk to me again after this.
I have no... He's not visited me.
Perhaps I'll see him sometime then.
Perhaps.
So, Dwarf. So Schultzbite has a pub, doesn't it?
Lead the way.
Actually, I shouldn't call you Dwarf anymore. How about Deagle? Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Toll.
And so they headed off together, or while they would head into the town together, Deagle would spend quite some time at the pub, and ultimately end up wanting to spend even more time there as he began to enjoy the rabble-rousing antics of everyone else there, the constant quote-unquote fighting, and the rowdy atmosphere, combined with the constant source of jobs. Deagle spent a few months in Shaldsport before wandering out in search of the party once more. Scrib would go to his hometown of Rockton and find it in ruins. He would wander towards his old home in tears. Find...
Not tears. No, just like scowling, pumping anger.
Alright. And as he tore through the rummage, he would slowly be consumed by just an unbelievable anger as he found no leads. As if whoever had done it had just simply been erased from history. As if their mere existence had vanished. However, he would find in the ruins of his home, he would eventually find an overturned cupboard, and in it a final letter from his dad, claiming that he'd come home to find Scrib's mother and brother dead, and he feared the worst for his own son, or for his only remaining son. And he wrote this letter in hopes that whatever had killed the rest of his family had spared him, and that he would be heading out for Borealis soon to finally bring in enough money to support his family properly, and so his son would never have to run with that gang again.
And Toll?
Toll, well, the ship would be delayed a couple of times as...
What about Toll and the gnome?
Oh,
He must keep
I'm
his promise,
sorry.
of course.
Oh, the gnome doesn't just want to... As soon as Toll walks in, he goes, "It's about bloody time!" As he...
You're telling that to me?
Listen! I didn't think it would take this long. Come on. I've already got all my stuff packed. I've been waiting.
Wait, stuff packed? Oh.
You're what, 20? And you've already killed a god?
That's not gonna help my image back at home. I must warn you of this.
I do not care. As an aspiring student of history, it is my duty to record such a figure.
I guess very well. Follow.
The gnome would be an interesting character. His northern mannerisms were seen as unsightly by the peoples of the jungle. However, it wasn't until Kyoto made it back to his home that things would get quite odd. As he arrived, he noticed that he was greeted by the head of his previous emperor on a spike, as the people celebrated and cheered. As he pulled in, there seemed to be a massive festivity. In the center, there laid an empty throne with Hyoltol Shaka's headpiece, sitting waiting to be claimed.
Where's my mentor?
Your
The
mentor,
one who raised me.
he's out on his spiritual journey.
Wait, so he passed away?
No.
Okay.
Spiritual pilgrimage, not death. Jeez, listen. However, it's very hard to, as the sight of Hyoltol causes massive cheers. And standing, you notice a single figure standing in the center of the crowd, next to the throne. As you approach, it's a figure that bears striking resemblance to Hyoltol. except for 2 massive scars down his face. And he
Boy,
stands. Oh, my boy.
Boy. What has happened? This has never happened before.
Kyoto Shaka
Just-
decided he was going to stop by. And in doing so, he was disappointed. He said that the only person deserving of the emperorship was currently being tortured in exile. So naturally, we searched everywhere, or at least they did. And then suddenly, I appeared back home. Things were much different. And I had been told that my son had been selected to take up the reins.
Toll has just stopped frozen. He has just stopped frozen with an indescribable amount of emotions.
You just stood in the presence of men who punched out a god, toe to toe with the god of death, and skewered him. You've earned this. And he
Mason,
places the
does
headdress
Doto
on Toll's
know
head.
his father's own name?
No.
I was never told your name. Perhaps I could get to know it soon?
You were named after me. Ah. Did your mother not
No one survived. Only Shakti. The Rex saved me.
Well then, we've got a lot of catching up to do. Where's your friend? Where's your little friend Scrib?
He's having. This is cruel. I'm being proclaimed an emperor, and he's seeing his home destroyed.
Scrib would eventually go on to lead the expedition into Borealis, and he would find a joy in mapping the massive woodland continent, being the first to scale its highest heights and delve into its depths, spelunking through nearly every cave, methodically moving across the entire continent, providing the first, and for hundreds of years, the most recognized map of Borealis. However, this expedition took roughly around 35 years, and of any normal person, his age would begin to show. However, he didn't. His age seemed to be progressing at a fourth of its usual rate. It wasn't until his late 40s that the first wrinkle appeared on his forehead. And by then he was already on a ship bound for home, having found a wife amongst the local inhabitants and expecting a son. Heading back on rumors that suddenly the Lizard Kingdom was being receptive to human trade again, and that a mysterious lizard named Toll happened to be leading them, with a peculiar little gnome, and occasionally a very rowdy but reliable dwarf would pop his head on in and be the hero of several battles. And eventually, that one dwarf became a few. And then suddenly a clan sprung up in the nearby foothills. Led not by Deagle of the Magnum tribe, but of Deagle the First, who would establish those foothills as my damn hills.
Damn Hills. Oh, Madame Hills? Like, Madam?
No, my
No.
damn hills. However, that was the very common human translation, as they would often giggle at the idea that the dwarfs would use such a pleasantry before trespassing and finding themselves at the end of a very long and sharp stick. In fact, this is the fate that that awaited Scrib as he wandered onto the hills, not having heard of these sudden developments. As he came face to face with an old friend, asking why the hell someone was on his damn lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Shut up, dwarf.
I mean, dwarves.
Huh?
Look around you.
Wait a minute. Deagle?
Oh.
Is that you?
Yes. You didn't notice the beard? Or the fact that I'm the tallest one here?
Well, it's a little great at this point, but... Man, it's been... How long? 40 years? Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if envoys would ever reach.
So, can you point me towards the, lizard continent?
Haven't a fucking clue. I haven't left this hill for 40 years.
Would you like to visit an old friend?
I
'Cause-
suppose I could leave my tribe in someone else's charge.
Alright. Oh, by the way, I got a wife. But she's not on this expedition. It's well, she wanted to come, but I didn't let her. We're expecting.
I've been expecting.
Alright, I got this compass here, and best inkling I got is that it's southeast, so here we go.
So much for my life story. Alright, let's go.
And so one day, Toll, sitting upon his throne, discussing with his royal advisors and one of his now most trusted friends, his trusty gnome scribe, here's one of his messengers running up, going, "Sir,
What is it?
a human and a dwarf have appeared, and they wish to speak directly with you. They have no credentials,
You just hear from outside, Toll!
and
Toll
they're
just
very loud."
Toll looks straight to his T-Rex and says, "Shakti girl, relax," and goes down with a wide grin. Well, it's about bloody time.
Roll credits.
Dun 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 dun. Oh wait, no.
Hold on. Hold on, Mason's got something more.
Hold on. Eventually, Scrib would move his whole family down there, living between the foothills of Deagle's new clan and the jungles of Toll's empire. He would found New Rockton, the closest human settlement to the swamps, and eventually be named a lord of the human lands, and hailed both as a world savior, a god slayer, and a bringer of civilization to the uncivilized wastes. And
Honestly, it was just nice scenery.
while many found his presence at court whenever he did decide to show up, being habitually oversleeping and enjoying his long naps, found him unseemly. As they noted, a man who walks in a wife beater, flexing his muscles and threatening to wrestle anyone who disagrees with him, was quite the far cry from usual, but he would act as an advocate for the rights of non-humans in the Empire, and even be known as the first to open proper negotiations outside of simple trade with the Lizardman Empire. And the dwarves, and those filthy wood elves.
Hey, they're not that bad. I like them. They're rather nice.
In fact, New Rockton would one day suddenly get two wayward travelers. A man seemingly in his late 30s, and a young wood elf. The man wearing rusted out old plate armor with a great shield and spear, and the wood elf being decked head to toe in magical robes and just absolutely glowing with elemental energies. And when they arrived, the human dropped to his knees and went, "Oh my god, you don't know how long I've been trying to find you, motherfucker. Me and Zalif here have traveled this whole goddamn continent 3 times over looking for your goofy asses."
And you couldn't find the place founded by Scrib.
Do you know how long it takes to walk this whole thing?
Why are you mentioning yourself in third person, Scrib? It's weird.
I'm not. Well, we're setting up roads. I'm sure you saw that coming in.
Yeah, it's nice.
We do have a bit of an abundance of gemstones and gold, so we could have spared a little bit more than a
Jesus.
few.
Is Toll even here? I thought you'd be in the Lizard Kingdom.
Nah, Toll would make regular visits, and so would Deagle.
I was just catching up with an old friend.
Ah, Zalif, I see you're still standing. Good to see you, friend.
Good to
Who
see
was
you
the
too.
Who was the other figure?
Reggie.
Reggie? Is that you? You're still carrying that armor? Why?
Wait. Reggie? I didn't even recognize you!
I know, right? Last time I saw you, I was a sniveling Brad in his late teens.
What did you become?
I've been traveling the world as a mercenary. Or, as Zalif likes to call it, his personal bitch. Zalif smiles and goes, "Well, only when no one else is around."
That's rather odd. Okay.
Well, I had an appointment with Deagle for a sparring match later. What'd you have in mind?
Well, we came, actually, to ask if we could open up a new branch of our company in your town.
Company.
Yes. You see, Zalif here is a natural-born artificer, and as such, he quickly realized, holy shit, at the young age of 100 for a wood elf, fucking asshole, he's managed to outdo some of even the masters.
Wait, how old is Toll
Yes.
at this point?
Yes, you can build here.
Only about 40 years older than he was at the start.
So he's 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zalif, if you
Yeah,
would,
we can find some space for you.
you could happily open one of your artificer companies on one of my islands, free of charge.
I don't know, Tell. I think I'd like him here.
Well, if this is a chain, they must have multiple, correct?
Well, I'm just saying I want the man who crafted my cestus to be kind of a staple of Rockton, you know?
Zalif, that reminds me, have you ever finished my crisp blade?
He goes, "Yeah, I meant to give it to you before you got kidnapped." He goes, "I've made some minor modifications to it." And he pulls out this, like, the hilt of it is diamond encrusted. The blade has several runic carvings that glow various colors, and several, like, the one side has it in abyssal and the other side has it in celestial. He goes, I've made some slight modifications to what you wanted over the years.
Indeed, you have.
I
Oh,
kind of
be careful around that diamond. It's a blood gem. It amplifies any magic it touches. And if you're ever in a pickle, if you break it, it'll create a firestorm 180 feet wide.
Blood diamond, you say? We still haven't heard anything from the blood gods, so.
Scrib kind of wanders out, kind of
Edge.
starts yelling, Digo! Get in here! Old friends!
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking.
Spaw's delayed!
Do we just hear like footsteps just pounding, like fast fuck ass running, then just popping through the door? He just says, "Yes." I swear. Sorry, go on. That was me being tired. Hello? Is everyone dead now?
I'm still here.
And as the three... not the three. And as the five giggle and chuckle and think about their future prospects, you get a nice fade to black, a thin, and the rolling of the credits.
Oh yeah, did I ever tell you that squirrel spear worked, Zalif?
You just the credits stop and you hear, no, it didn't.
Well, technically, it really didn't. I honestly just turned back time, and Malkieth gave his own life to kill
What?
the
We
previous god
we
of
softened
knowledge.
up for you.
Oh, yeah, by the way, have I told you I'm the Avatar of Time now?
Wield god-killing weapons.
Zalif just looks around and goes, I don't know what I expected.
We probably have a mantelpiece up somewhere. The squirrels are dead now. Obviously because they were sacrificed. They're hung up in a hallway somewhere. Let me go find it.
Oh, and by the way, Zalif, all three of us have managed to age quite slower than normal.
Well, no shit. Your old avatars have got. Wait a minute. Deagle's the avatar of a dead god. How is he aging slow?
Dwarves can live up to 200 years.
Okay, but you're aging slower for a dwarf.
I think he has more than just to deal with a dead god. Truth be told.
You just hear it of glass in the background.
Yeah.
You just
By the way,
see
Zalif.
Zalif staring everyone down in both disappointment and awe.
Zalif, by the way, an alliance has been made between our kingdoms to ensure your protection and mine.
Ooh, you
So,
did the impossible.
Don't be surprised if you see lizard men out and about more these days. In fact, with many kingdoms. In fact, both Rockton, the dwarves of Deagle's new clan. I don't want to know how, trust me. But I'm sure we all know. And the orcs have joined in on this.
We've
Ooh.
made great advances in defense. We've
And actually,
say it with a straight face.
I managed to
We've
talk down the Southlanders and even get trade started.
Ooh, shit.
But
You guys
beyond
are
that,
so
created
busy.
firearms.
Well, I came back home to be proclaimed emperor by previous god emperor himself. Things have been strange.
I'd imagine so.
And truth be told, it's for the better. But I don't know, there's some part of me that thinks this isn't over. That there's just more to come.
To be continued.
Actually, roll credits.
Actually, roll credits now without that fucking squirrel space mission.